Hello and welcome back to Going with the Wind. I am the Rooflemonger and this is...
Babe Ruthless.
And we are back from EVO 2025. And, the winds of the fighting game community carry us all around the world, but the winds of Gon keep us grounded with you folk here. And we're going to be going through episodes 54 through 58. The end of the York New saga, or arc, or I don't know what the language is on that one, but the end of York New, because the episode ends with like, tune in next time when Greed Island begins.
Yes, they were very dramatic.
they extra sold that on me. But before we get to it, we always yap a little bit. So we did get back from EVO, and EVO was quite the experience, and we did have the episode where we were live from EVO. There we go. We don't want to edit that out. But yeah, we had the episode where we were live from EVO, and we had our special guest, Lord Ultima, which was very pleasant. And I got a special surprise announcement that our guest, Maximilian Dude's here right now. He's off camera, and he's shy, so I don't know if he's going to speak up, but he's here with us in spirit. So how was EVO?
EVO was great. The little Gaiden, I liked how you named it as well. The little Gaiden episode we have was a lot of fun. Honestly, very much a spur of the moment. Like, we want to record a little something. Let's just find a place in the hallway and
very spur of the moment, because I did not know Ultima was going to be there. So
he was literally like walking with me. I was like chatting with him, and basically I was just like, oh, you want to be in the video? So he just got dragged in, basically. But I think it worked out really well. Like, he definitely is really good at yapping as well, as are you. So it was a really good add to the podcast. And the little mic, little lav mic or whatever it's called, like that you brought with you, that worked perfectly. Like
that was the first
recording
live fire for something that mattered situation to use it for, and it turned out great. So I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, man, $100 like lav, whatever it's called, lav mic goes hard.
Yeah, it's a cheap knockoff of the Hollyland mics, which are like $1,000, and I feel I got my $100 worth now that I know it's good, because it'll be used again in the future.
For sure. And I spent way more than $100 at EVO. I bought so many t-shirts, like way too many t-shirts. Like, I think I bought at least half a dozen, maybe more than that. Like the little Servbot shirt I have right here, Servbot Supremacy. But I spent way too much money. Met a lot of artists, got to talk with some of them. Yeah, just overall like a very, very fun experience. How about you? What did you end up getting?
I also spent too much money. I actually, since last year's EVO, every time I've come to the States, like whatever American money I could get, I just saved. Like, I put in an envelope. And so that was going to be my spending money at EVO, right? And then I spent all of that plus like another $200. So
yep, that's how they get you, man.
Yeah. But I went to a good cause, other than the I tried for the first time In-N-Out Burger, because we don't got those where we live, and it's right beside my hotel. Like, literally just like 1 minute walk. And I like the whole 50s diner thing it was doing. It was pretty cool. And the burger,
it's very nostalgic.
And like the menu was literally burger, fries, done. That was it. Like, sure. But yeah, so I spent a little bit there. But I got a bunch of stuff at Artist Alley. Support FGC artists. Finally get to meet some of my favorite artists in person, like Suppy. Shout out to Suppy. I bought Suppy stuff at like every event I go to, but Suppy was never the one manning at the booth. So finally got to talk there, and just so many other people. Like, apparently I missed Rake, because Rake wasn't there when I got the cool, sexy Rose art. And I'm not just, even though it's the term now, and I use the deep pervert voice, but Goonermonger is not fully there. But Rose is one of my characters, and if there's a sexy Rose, I'll buy it. I'm not making excuses like, I'm not buying sexy Jury. I don't play Jury. If I did, maybe I would buy sexy Jury art, right?
So I bought a Jury. She's sexy, but she's not like overly sexualized. Also from Rake. He was selling these skateboards, actually.
Yeah, I saw that, the skateboards,
Yeah, it's like Jury, and her like foot is kind of in the picture. So like he knew what he was doing.
Jury. Yeah.
But yes, you gotta have the foot in the picture to be a proper Jury photo. But yeah, like I bought that as well. So Yeah, I bought a shit ton of art in addition to shirts. I got gifted to me very kind of him. My baby's first, like, I guess, like, official hitbox. I bought some cheap AliExpress hitboxes before,
Ah,
but I
yes.
got this from my friend Matt at FGF Devices, and it's the CVS one Akuma stage
Yep.
with like the strawberry keycaps. So it was
Well,
very nice of him.
I was gonna
Thank
say
you.
well, if you like SGF, I like SGF. SGF is friend of Rooflemonger specifically,
Yes.
and therefore, if you're down, then friend of the podcast. And
For
I do
sure.
have since we're doing this here, I do have, of course, the Roofle box, the Furin FRS3, very customizable. You can
Oh
buy
man,
one
that's dope.
right now. You get custom nameplates and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
there you go.
sick. All right.
That's what I do all my Man, I got the hiccups. That's what I do all my vidges on.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why. I
And
thought you were a stick player. That's
I
the
never played
imagery I
split.
got in my head.
I
Because
saw Ultra David. The one booth I was at, Ultra David has like his split box like official, which I thought was
Mhm.
really cool. But yeah, depends on like some games I play on pad. Like I play NRS games on pad, so
Okay,
I'm not too
interesting. Yeah.
particular. I only switched to leverless because like DNF Duel put me on the hospital. I don't think I ever told that story in the podcast.
Oh
But
man.
Troubleshooter has like 4 to 6 mini dashes per combo. I was just playing like all
Oh
day.
wow.
So and after a while, like just like doing that for like however many hours in a
Yeah,
row,
that'll fuck
just
up your wrist.
felt like a knife in my arm. And that's the day I'm like,
It's
oh,
crazy.
I guess I'm going to switch to leverless.
The carpal tunnel goes crazy. But yeah, I don't really, I've pretty much only ever played pad. I grew up on pad. So I do want to kind of start getting more used to hitbox. Stick, I don't, at this point, I don't think there's any
Stick
reason
is
for me to
if
go
you
back.
are 35 years or older. Like legitimately, like that's kind of where
I
it's at now.
mean, yeah, or if you're like you're playing at the arcades in Japan or something,
Yeah,
right?
well,
Like
that's why. Okay,
that's the
if
only.
you somehow lived in Japan, then arcades still exist to a degree.
Right.
If you are in North America, that's why I put the 35 years or older because that's the age cut for I lived in the arcades.
Yes, I did not live in the arcades. That was past my time,
Yeah,
unfortunately. So
no, it was a good
I
time, but
grew
yeah,
up on
like
that.
realistically, like games are designed for pad these days. Like pad is better than leverless is in a lot of games. Like
Okay, interesting.
yeah, so like screw whatever advantage leverless gives you. Like I think Street Fighter 6, great. I think Street Fighter 6 is best on pad. Straight up.
Okay,
Cuz
interesting. Why do you say that?
your hands are always on every reaction check button you need, DI, parry, all that kind
Mhm,
of stuff, right?
that's true.
The game, the way it reads inputs, make sure that
Mhm,
leverless or 360 or like the way you do inputs on a D-pad, it favors
mhm,
that because certain input shortcuts don't work. There's new input shortcuts on leverless that work, yes, but like and
mhm.
like you have to have new age leverless to have reaction check finger buttons, which is already by
Right.
default on pad. And then
Mhm.
pad where the pad arms race is already ahead of that again because now back buttons are a thing.
Yeah, they had the little triggers in the
So like they're
yep, I got
doubling
that
up on the
too.
reaction check buttons anyways. So like that's perfectly fine. I switched to
Okay. I mean,
leverless not for any perceived advantage, just I like the feel of the thing in my lap.
no, that's fair. And like it's a lot easier to transport around. And yeah, with the PS5 Pro, like with the back triggers, my problem is that I always like accidentally hit them. And so I find them not as useful to assign to a button because like I'm more prone to accidentally hitting it.
Yeah.
But like for something, for example, like with Nen Impact, like I feel like having an extra button would be very helpful because
Nen
what
Impact is
it's
a pad game.
okay, admittedly I haven't tried it with Hitbox, but like I was like, how they have you hold the R2 button or whatever it is,
Mm.
plus like one of the other directional buttons, right, to do the different moves. I'm like, I feel like if this were assigned to a different button, like it to me, like the back trigger is like it's not really something I associate with like a special attack move, you know? So I feel like if I had another button, for me personally, I'd probably prefer that as to
Yeah.
holding the R2 button, but I know I can reassign it to something else, not a big
Yeah,
deal,
like
but that's just
for me, back buttons are just whatever's like. I not that I've done too much, but like Street Fighter 6, I played on pad sometimes. So
Mhm.
this back button specifically, I have set to that's parry.
Oh wow, you use
So
that
that
button.
because I don't like holding my hand high up. I like just more like this kind of thing.
Mhm.
So that way, my reaction, I just go parry, 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 done.
Oh, okay, interesting. I've never heard of anyone mapping parry to that bottom button.
Yeah,
I
so
have a map to
and so I
like
don't have
my
to move my
what is
hand.
it?
Same thing on
R1.
leverless, right? Leverless. This guy right here, the purple button, is parry.
Oh wow, straight up the
So,
thumb.
oh my god, this is gonna be difficult to show. So like movement buttons, right?
Mhm.
And so my thumb's here on parry. So every time I go to parry, I just tap my thumb. That's it.
Okay, got it, got it. Yeah, I feel like a game like Street Fighter, I would find it hard to learn how to play on hitbox, but
It's a learning
excuse
curve.
me.
Like even
Yeah.
me, like I was already sort of used to half of that, and it took me like 2 months
Mhm.
to understand how to play on hitbox.
Yeah, I think Tekken, I could definitely try Tekken on hitbox, but Street Fighter
Tekken's a game that
might
would
need some
benefit from
extra time.
hitbox, I think, a bit
Yes.
more than pad. But Tekken's
Mhm.
also the only game where like I feel if you're not gonna like cheat inputs, where arcade stick's still good, just you need a specific kind of arcade stick
Okay,
because
got
you
it,
need
got
a
it.
high tension spring because it's the only way you can
Okay,
Korean
interesting. I like
backdash.
that.
Because if Korean backdash with a high
Ah,
tension
okay.
spring, then when it bounces back, it rehits an input.
Okay, got it. I mean, I've never been able to Korean backdash, so I couldn't tell you, but they don't have that in 8, right? They don't have Korean backdashing,
Okay,
really.
so what 8 did was in regular backdashing, not garbage.
Mhm.
Versus in other games, regular backdash is a waste of your fucking time.
Right.
So if you can't Korean backdash in 8, it's still a good skill to have, but it's
Mhm.
not the be all end all. Korean backdashing,
Got
well,
it.
it depends on the character, is maybe like
Mhm.
30% better versus like
Okay.
300% better, like in Tekken 7.
Okay, so there's still some utility to it. Yeah, whenever
Yeah,
I play ranked online and I see a dude Korean backdashing, I'm always like, "Oh man, this guy's a tryhard."
yeah.
No.
You generally, yeah. But for a lot of Tekken players, I find a lot of Tekken players, Tekken's the only game they play.
Yeah, I'm trying to expand a little bit more into playing other games online ranked as well. But it's hard to move from like Tekken to Street Fighter. So I kind of only can concentrate on one thing at a time, especially with all the videos I'm doing and
Oh.
all that other like editing and
September,
research and
you can do
writing.
some Tekken to Virtua Fighter when the beta starts.
You know what? Not a bad idea, actually. The Virtua Fighter definitely is something I'm interested in seeing what they're gonna do. I'm withholding all judgment until I see
Well,
something more than what they've
Virtua Fighter's
revealed.
getting its. I'm going to math this out here. Wait a second. Virtua Fighter 5, Ver B, Ver C,
Mhm.
Type R, Final Showdown, Ultimate Showdown, Revo, Revo World Stage. 8. Okay, so it's getting its 8th subtitle.
Holy crap!
And it's going to be on everything. Everything cross plays with everything. It's even going to be on Switch 2. Because, it's a
Wow.
20-year-old
Okay.
game, so Switch 2 can run it.
Mhm.
Rollback netcode, and they're adding the very infamous. Oh wait, no, famous. I say infamous too much. I've been
Mhm.
crucified for that in a recent video. I say infamous too much, but it's infamous because it was a good mode too. Because people found it hard because of high levels. Anyways, like, did you play quest mode in Tekken 8?
No, actually, that was the one thing I was like, this bores me. That's with the little avatars, right?
Yeah, little avatars and fight ghosts, right?
No, no, I did the
Yeah,
story mode, but I didn't
yeah.
do the
So
quest mode.
that's a cheap ripoff of what Virtua Fighter 4 did.
Oh,
And so
okay,
Virtua
got
Fighter
it.
4 or 5 Revo World Stage
Mhm.
is re-adding a version of that back. So first time that mode's appeared in a very long time.
Okay, interesting. Is that where Street Fighter 6 got their World Tour mode from, or?
They got their World Tour mode from Mortal Kombat Deception.
Oh, yes, yes. I mean, I've played Deception actually, so I didn't know they took it from Deception actually.
It's
Okay,
effectively
interesting.
Conquest mode, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's. I remember playing it and just like waiting the time to pass was
Yep.
like.
I remember nobody can unlock Ghost Liu Kang till like 2 months after the game came out because the
Yeah,
requirements are
no,
super
something
specific.
ridiculous like that. Yeah,
But
that
yeah,
game
anyways,
like. Anyways, yeah.
a lot of the like Virtua Fighter 5, everything they're doing is just a test bed for 6. Like they're figuring out the net
Mhm,
code, they're figuring out the infrastructure, they're seeing what works, they're adding a new playable character for a 20-year-old
cool.
game.
Mhm.
It's
I
the
heard about that
boss,
actually.
Dural, who is never meant to be serious, as
Mhm.
she's wildly overpowered, but they are rebalancing her. And
Got it.
Dural is, wait a second here, I might as well.
Yeah, she's like the Mokujin type character where
Yes.
she's just a combination.
Although she's
yeah.
not random. She does have a very fixed moveset, so it's not random.
Okay.
But
Got
it is like, Shang Tsung style Moku. Like, here's the greatest hits of a lot of characters.
Got it. Okay. Interesting. So she's not like a different person each round like Mokujin is.
No. But she has like a greatest hit of the character's moves and some only her moves that break the real world martial. She has Shin Shoryuken.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Like launch you 10 feet up in the air, which is Virtua Fighter doesn't do, right? But
right, yeah. That's
for
wild.
Virtua Fighter, we know Akira's back. And there's the other character who is not Sarah Bryant.
Yes.
She looks like Sarah Bryant.
Not Sarah.
But she's not Sarah. And it's always been heavily speculated that she is Dural. Like the long storyline is they finally perfected Dural. So now the fact that Dural is going to be playable and Revo World Stage is definitely a marketing tool for the new Virtua Fighter game, her chances of being Dural have gone up to like 90%.
Okay.
Especially because she looks like Sarah and has some of her moves, but Sarah has a very famous stance, and she's never used that stance once.
Ah, okay, interesting.
She has the flamingo stance where she gets up on like one foot and like has the other leg ready to kick out.
Ready to kick, yeah.
So I think she's Dural.
Man, it looks really good. I hope that I wish they would jazz up that training stage a little bit, but overall, I think
it is specifically just training stage, right? So it doesn't need to be fancy.
I know. And they're still in development, so I'm not really going to say anything about it. But
yeah, like I do like. Oh, it's hard to
bring back the dojo stage, though.
Well, it's a game where everyone gets their own stage, so it's hard to tell because they keep shifting the app. But there's a definitive ring out here.
Ah, okay.
So they ain't gonna be cowards like Soul Calibur, where they made ring out less and less and less every version. Virtua Fighter will embrace the ring out.
All right. I'm looking forward to it. Do we know when that game's gonna be released yet? Any information on that?
No, not even a year.
All right.
I'm assuming holiday 2026, but that's a guess. I do not know.
Away. Hey, so you have plenty of content to keep you going until next year. You have like 2XKO, you've got
2XKO is technically next month because it's not like it is a release, but it's not a release, and it fucks with
the beta.
How I do things. Because like launch, choose a main, beginner guide, top 10 tips, whatever. But this isn't launch.
Right, it's a beta or whatever.
Like, so what do? I don't know. Like. Because like I've talked to them, they're expecting beginner guides, and like that is Riot wants that out of me. So
interesting, but
like you're not working within the usual framework because like 1.0 is supposed to be this year still, regardless of the beta. So if that's September, I'm assuming 1.0 is like December, something like that, right? And they've told me there's gonna be big changes from the beta to 1.0.
Yeah, so, let's hope it's not a multiverses situation. Jesus Christ.
I think they'll do better than that. At least they're not a schizophrenic company like Warner Brothers is.
Yeah, I know. That was crazy.
But I'm thinking I'll do like beginner guide, choose a main for 8 characters, which doesn't feel good. Solid. But I'll have it like on the thumbnail. I'll be like beta version. Like, say this isn't the real deal yet.
It's not the official, and then you can always do like a part 2 when the game officially releases.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I just have to like do it twice. So I like to make a video and have it stand the test of time as long as possible.
Yeah, no, especially if how much effort you put into them. I remember you telling me about your Sagat video, like how much effort went into that. It's nuts.
Those videos legitimately kill me to make, folks. Please watch the Sagat the Sagat big guide. Starter guide, thank you. It's like let me check. That's fact check. Fact checking is the death of a podcast, but while we're here, it is 1 hour and 28 minutes long.
Ooh, that is a hefty video. My God.
It is everything you could ever want to know about Sagat and a lot of stuff you didn't even need to know that you knew. So please check that out.
Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely gonna check that out. I also self promo here. I also released a video right before Evo around
Yes.
every single guest character in a fighting game. My definition of a guest is a little bit specific, which I get into in the video. But if you have a chance, that one's like 2.5 hours. And some of that footage I've been sitting on for like 2 years, planning for this video. So yeah, definitely go check that out if you're able to as well. It's much appreciated. But
Hang on a second
yeah,
here. I'm just gonna.
self shill over.
Oh no! Hang on there. We got. Oh, look, it's Baby Ruthless' channel, and yet 2.5 hours long.
Yes, it's
So that's pretty good. You know,
mhm.
by some host standards, that's a lightweight video. Because, you know, my recent Choose a Main for Street Fighter, the new version, is 3 hours and 50 minutes.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I mean, in comparison,
No,
like
no,
my videos compared to
that
yours
that
are
one I
not
actually love
as
making
long.
because I didn't feel like
Mhm.
a stress for a timeline. Like
That's fair,
that's when
right?
it's out, it's out. Versus like, oh my god, I'm already home late. Sagat's already out for like 2 days. And I'm like, I'm late, like I'm dying. Versus I'm like, you know what? I worked 10 hours on this today. I'm gonna eat supper and sleep.
Right.
Which I
Jesus
didn't allow
Christ.
myself to do for Sagat.
The healthy lifestyle eludes you.
Well, like I tell folks, you know, hey, folks, I'm a bigger guy, right? There ain't no mystery. I'm a bigger guy. I weigh about 280 pounds right now. And my heaviest, I was 390. So extra big boy, right? And did I hit the gym? Nope. Did I change my diet? Nope. How did I lose over 100 pounds? By sitting in this chair editing videos to death. So don't copy me. Do what like
Please,
Max does, or Justin, or Diaphone, or something. They got it much more figured out than I do. Like,
please encourage him in the comments to sleep, eat, take breaks. I try to check in every once in a while, be like, "Are
we're
you
getting you ad revenue
okay?"
right now.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I
Yes.
appreciate it. But yeah, the answer is usually I'm stressed out. I'm working on this video, and I just always feel bad because
All right,
it's
you open a
different when
link.
it's a
That's good.
job
That's good.
versus a
I have not
hobby.
had a chance to watch this yet, actually, 'cause I've been so busy.
Oh yeah. No,
Oh,
I
wait a
mean, no
second.
worries about
What is this cleanness? Are we emulating this illegally?
that. Who
Nintendo?
knows? Hey man, I'm not on Nintendo's payroll, so I have a I oh, do I? Well, I have a whole video where I go into like what is considered legal to play versus like fighters that you can legally play. That's the name of the title. So there may or may not have been some emulation in that video.
Oh, nice. We got the Akuma bot. That's a deep cut. I like that.
Yeah, cyberbots,
Yeah.
man. Yeah,
I
it was
only played
literally
Cyberbot.
like
There we go.
3
I remember I was hassling. Is Earthworm Jim in there? Because he's a
Yeah, you
multi-guest.
asked
He's
me
in more than
about
one
that.
game. And he often
Yeah,
gets forgotten in such discussions.
although his appearance here I consider more so like a guest costume rather than a guest character because he doesn't really have like a lot of like Earthworm Jim type moves, It's more
Yeah.
so like a reskin.
Oh yeah, Cole was in the PS3 version with the cats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the really hard part of the research was towards the indie games, actually. Like there's so many indie games and there's
So
like all these references to other indie games, guests that are guest characters that I
I'll
don't
give you a
know.
piece of
So
lore actually about not the cats, but Pac-Man's in the PS3 version, right?
yes,
So
he
Pac-Man,
is.
and this will be we'll go into the episode talk right after this. But it drove me nuts once I figured it out. It actually made me
Mhm,
mad because everyone knows I'm a T-Hawk guy,
mhm.
and the base skeleton for Pac-Man is T-Hawk.
Wait, really? I feel like
Yes.
he's a lot taller than T-Hawk,
No,
no?
they warped the skeleton, and he has a lot of T-Hawk's normals.
Okay, interesting. He has like a flip kick that I
It's
thought
not
was
like one to
like
like. Obviously, he does his own thing too,
okay,
right? But like a
right,
lot
he's
of
got a
T-Hawk,
Pac-Man
like just
grab.
like we need constituent parts, copy paste. That's what
Okay.
Pac-Man is.
Yeah, one of my complaints in that video was that like Pac-Man does not feel like Pac-Man. He feels like someone shoved a bunch of moves together that are kind of generic and tried to make a
Oh wait,
character out
just
of it.
lost you here for a second.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
can you hear me
Pac-Man
now?
feels like I can hear you.
Oh yeah, that like he feels like and like why is he in the Mokujin robot? Like it's a cute idea, but he doesn't
He's in a
feel
Mokujin
like
robot so they can wrap the T-Hawk skeleton to him easier.
that makes sense. Okay, I did not know that. But Yeah, he didn't feel like he had any Pac-Man specific moves.
This,
So I
this
was
was
always
not
like, why is
Capcom
this
at its
why is this his
strongest,
moveset?
right? Because like
Definitely not.
it was cool when they put like Elena, Poison, Hugo, Rolento, and that, because they just copy and pasted them to Street Fighter 4, right? Like,
Right.
also,
Easy
I do
transition.
have an argument for Poison specifically in this game to count as a Terry Bogard.
Okay.
She has rising tackle. She DPs kicks upwards.
Mm-hmm.
She has crack shoot. She has an SNK style fireball because it doesn't go to the full screen.
Okay.
Right? There's some stuff there, is what I'm saying. You know, she has a Rekka, which is an SNK only, but like, and obviously not Terry, but like,
Right.
but she has enough Bogardisms in her. And obviously, like, oh, Mad Gear, but like, she dresses like someone from Southtown. Like, Southtown's a biker town, right? So.
Yes, she definitely does. I mean, she fits well. Like,
And she does. And
well,
I do love the stages from Crossdressing. Like the one where the mammoth is chasing you like on the hovercraft. I wish they would have put that one in there, but it's Pandora, so they can't use it.
The dinosaur stage is fun too. The one that we're on right now, and like there's a lot of good ones in this stage.
Yeah, so, yeah, we got a lot here.
Yes. Anyways, that's enough shilling my video. I appreciate it though.
Yeah, don't copyright strike me, by the way, because you technically could, showing enough of your video. But yeah, so Evo was fun. Met a lot of great people. Very tired. A lot of small disappointments with you know, victories at the end of it. That's not for this podcast, but you know, I had some frustrations at Evo, more than I ever have. But those frustrations turned to eventual victories. So
yes,
I can still big league people every now and then. We got that. But yeah, so now here we are, and let's talk about this cartoon we're watching here called Hunter x Hunter. And you don't pronounce the X, but I still do every now and then because I don't think about it, because it feels weird not to pronounce the X.
I mean, to be fair, it literally says X.
Yeah, so. It literally. And like, hey, we just talked about, like, is Street Fighter Cross Tekken should not be Hunter Cross Hunter? Like, there's a big old X there, right?
Yeah, or like Mega Man X, you know, or
yeah.
anything with X in the title.
Also, I don't know if you saw Harada's like lying again that like Street Fighter, Tekken versus Street Fighter still exists.
Oh my god, dude!
And like, give it up, buddy. We know you're not telling the truth. Like,
yeah. Well, you know, some people.
I think he has to say it every now and then for like legal reasons, or otherwise they'll fail through on a contract or something like that.
I see.
But yeah, that's not happening. Like,
no,
I'd believe Virtua Fighter versus Tekken before that at this rate.
Yes, I agree. Or VFX DOA. I definitely love, you know, I'd love to see DOA repay the favor back to...
I would sincerely love a singular DOA guest in Virtua Fighter, the new one.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
I'd be, for my own advocation, I would like it to be Ayane because of the ladies. And if it's going to be DOA, it's going to be one of the ladies. Let's get fucking real, right? That's one I had. I think I was talking to you at Evo. I had like the realization... Like, every lady I've ever played in a fighting game is purple in some way.
I mean, favorite color, right?
It is, like, overwhelmed, because I'm, like, looking back, like, well, I'm like, Ayane, Rose, QB, Ivy, and it's like, no, it's all purple, like, oh my god. But yeah, so, Hunter x Hunter. We tried to start and we immediately failed out of the gate, so, but we're going to start again. So, we left off, Kurapika, sad boy. So sad, it might cause some neurological problems, and he'll have like a new life goal he's trying to reach in later episodes, as we'll get to, trying out new things. Yeah. But yeah, oh no! The spiders are dead! Guess I wasted my whole arc on this. Whoops! Like, but turns out the spiders aren't dead.
Yeah, who would have thought? No, I feel like in the last episode they showed like that the bodies were fake, right? So we knew.
Yes, the viewer knows they're fake, but Kurapika at the moment does not know they're fake.
Yes,
and so like 10,000 million mobsters died. Spoiler, I guess. Crollo did steal the diary fortune power.
Yeah, you guessed that, right?
Yes, and I'm
made that prediction.
Like, proud I figured that one out. Although Crollo's going to go through some stuff by the end of this, so maybe it didn't all
Yes,
pan
for
out in the
sure.
end.
Yeah, there's a lot of fortune telling in this episode
Yes,
too,
a
I feel
lot
like.
of fortune
So
telling. But yeah, so this is episode 54. Fortunes Aren't Right is the title. And so we
mhm.
open up here with like baby Crollo, and what we'll later learn is Meteor City, and we'll talk about that when it's brought up. But
Mhm.
and he's like, my frame of reference, he's kind of doing like a Griffith Berserk thing, like he's like climbing up the mountain and looking into the distance.
Yeah, there's like a sunset or something
Yeah,
like that. Like it's very dramatic.
and then like we just hit credits, we go, and then we're at a section I've seen a GIF of a lot of times now, where like
Mhm.
Killua and Gon are like blah, 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 I'm just eating a ton of food, right? And I've seen that GIF a
Mhm.
lot, but now I have context for the GIF.
There you go. There you go.
And Kurapika is like, "Hey, it's my friends. So yeah, my life journey is like pointless. What's up?" You know, like
Yeah, but in the episode, Gon is also like, well, now you can pursue your real life purpose, which is to gather the eyes, right? Not to take
yeah,
revenge.
but
So,
he couldn't do that anyways because he fucking gave over the eyes to the mob boss's daughter, as far as he knew, right? So he didn't
right.
even do that either.
I feel like at that point he should have just taken those eyes and like I mean I get that they were tracking it or whatever
Yeah,
like and so it worked out but like I feel like he probably should have just taken those eyes. What are the mob daughter like what is the mob's daughter gonna do against
I don't know. Well,
him?
she's like a weird
No.
eye freak, apparently. Like, oh, daddy, thanks so much for the
Yeah.
eyeballs. Like,
Yeah, she's not a very likable
no,
character.
no,
So
she went from like, oh, I like card captor Sakura character in my head to like, oh, you're just a creeper. Like, you're an eye
yeah,
pervert. Like,
yes. Literally mummy, eye parts, like just like creepy. Like to me it kind of falls into not quite the same category, but like almost like people that collect bugs. I'm like, I get why people would do that, but it's really not for me.
yeah, like, well, dead bugs more, I think.
Yes, yes, dead bugs. Oh
Yeah.
my god, live bugs. Ugh,
Well, like
ugh.
you get them beetles. Some of them beetles look pretty.
Okay, all
I
right.
grew
I'll
up
give
in
it
the
props.
woods, right?
Sorry
So
to
like,
anybody
you got
that
a big
owns
stick bug
insects.
on your arm. There's a value to it.
Apologies to anybody that owns insects. I am terrified of
No, no,
insects,
I get it.
so
I get it. Like
I'll take
a
that.
lot of I living in the mosquito part of town, though, I did quickly get over my fear of spiders, which I definitely had when I was younger. But I had to
Mhm.
realize spiders eat mosquitoes. So you
They
guys
do.
are working for me.
Yeah, dragonflies are cool. I'm cool with
Oh yeah,
dragonflies. They eat
yeah,
mosquitoes.
like what was the old cartoon? Dragonflies maximize. Like they're
Where's
like
that from?
dragonfly riders or something like that. What shit was that?
I've never
That
heard
might be a
of that.
Canada only cartoon. I don't know. We get a
Okay,
lot
I'm
of
like
those, and like
dragonfly
I tell people like, oh, you know this
riders.
show, right? And then like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh, I guess it only aired in Canada. Sorry.
Man, that's one piece of media that from your era that did not carry over into the future. All right.
No, 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 no. I don't even remember the Dragonfly show. I just remember Dragonflies Maximize. That's it. And they turned big. That was it.
I feel like
But
maximize is a
yeah,
big word for little kids. Anyways,
yeah.
yes,
So
moving
it's
on.
going forward.
Sorry.
What was the name of the counterfeiter guy again?
Oh God.
Uh,
Great question. I don't remember.
I did not write his
Uh,
name down now because he's palling around with
wait.
Leorio.
It's in my notes somewhere, but I don't want to look.
It's the Roadhouse Antiques guy, right? That they met,
Yes.
and they made $350 million. They're talking about, right? And Leorio's losing his mind. He's like, "Wow, oh my god!" And the guy's like, "Could have been 380 if you didn't give up early." I'm like, well, "Shit! Like, take the wins where you can get them." You know, like
I know, dude. I'd take that money and fucking run. I think both of us would. I mean, I don't know how
exactly.
much that's equivalent in USD or Canadian, but it sounds like a
It
lot.
is
So,
Jenny, but you know, Jenny could be like bison dollars, right? Each bison dollar is worth 10 British pounds. So
that's
it could
true.
be billions for all we know.
Rolling in it.
But yeah, it was a quick scene and just like Leo is like over the moon and this guy's like could have been more. I'm like, I guess. Like, geez, like
Yeah, I know. I'm like, who is this dude to say that's not a lot of money? Like, is he like rich or something like that? I don't think so.
considering
Otherwise,
he's like
he'd be doing his
counterfeit
own
dude
thing.
and he's like been going around because I remember like they're establishing he's going around buying all of his old counterfeits back because he feels bad about
Right.
it. Like I feel like he could just have infinite money. Like if he really
Maybe, but I
wanted
feel
to.
like Well, that's true, and he offered to work for them for any amount of money, but I was gonna say, like, if he's, like, offering to work for them, if he was really rich, then he just, like, wouldn't bother doing that, but
No,
maybe he's so rich that it doesn't matter.
exactly.
I
It's
don't
like,
know.
pay me what you think is fair. It's all good. Like,
Right.
it's a
Okay,
hobby
fair
to
enough.
him more than anything.
Maybe he is rolling in the money,
Like,
alright.
I remember that Guilty Gear plot line. Slayer, because Slayer's like effectively the strongest character in the Guilty Gear universe, right?
Right.
Slayer spends all of his free time people watching. Like, he'll just sit down on the bench and just watch people go by. Because, like, when you're the strongest guy in the universe, I don't know, what are you gonna do, right? Like,
That's true, that's true.
yeah.
You can just wait for the, wait for the people to pass by, wait for the money to hit your desk, what does it matter to you?
That's the one line I always wish they would do in the Guilty Gear lore. And it's established, but they never do anything with it.
Mhm.
There's one person as strong as Slayer, and it's a regular mortal.
Okay.
As
I don't know that much
Gabriel,
about Guilty Gear lore.
Potemkin's boss. So Gabriel is as strong as Slayer, and he's just a regular guy.
Okay.
So
Alright.
he's way stronger than Kai, Soul, like all of them, right?
Mhm.
And you only ever see him in like illustrations or like odd cutscenes. That's it. And like, if he's that messed up, like put him in the friggin' games, like just always bugged me.
He's got a
Yeah.
big ass
Oh yeah, he's got a big old
mustache,
schnoz on
big
him.
ass
Yeah.
nose. Yeah.
Yeah, he's Potemkin's boss. And like, he can
Okay, got it.
manhandle Potemkin.
I was like, I do not recognize this guy at all, so
Yeah, he's he's president of the flying country of Zep.
Okay.
Because Zep's the only country in the world where you can have technology because of the old magic rules.
Mhm.
Because they don't want justice coming back or whatever. What was it? Oh, God. Okay, if we get into Guilty Gear lore, we're going to get really fucked. So I'm not
I
even
was like,
getting-
you would know better than me. I have not really played the Guilty Gear games. That's the only thing I played Guilty Gear, like, I guess at a surface level. And so in the FGC Coliseum, like, live stream event I was in, like, it had this charade segment and you had to, like, act out a character. And I knew Potemkin was a grappler, but I forgot any of his moves. So I didn't really know what to do.
Potemkin
like, what his
Buster.
line-
That's the one you need to know.
I didn't know. Like, he does that, like, this move too.
Yeah, that's his
or whatever.
stand
He does
slash. Yeah.
that. Yeah, but that's really all I know about him. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about him, his lore, whatever. Like, that's maybe
You-
someday I'll get around to it.
all you really need to know is they nuked Japan again. And then almost every Japanese person died, but every Japanese person left is literally a superhero.
Right, because May is one of the few
Japanese people are literally
people
faster and stronger than everybody else. That is the lore.
All right. That is literally Darwinism.
Yeah. And Chip is a white crackhead who is the president of a kingdom in Africa.
Okay.
Yes, he's the
Who is
president
the
of a
president?
kingdom.
Okay, wait. Is there
In
a character
Africa.
that's the president of the United States?
No, what the fuck's his name? There is a president of the United States.
Okay. I think I remember that character. He's like
Yeah.
a ninja.
Chip is the
character?
president of the Eastern Chip Kingdom, which is in Western Africa.
Fair enough. I know a little bit of the lore. Like, I know, like, you had Gears and
Yes, there's gears.
Soul was some sort of, I don't know if this is spoiler
The
territory.
lore
but
is so...
Soul was
Okay,
like
I'll give you this. The lore is so stupid, Lucy might be canonical. Like, actually.
I think she kind of fits right in, honestly, in that universe. I actually think, it's an anime-coded game. Like, she's an anime character. Like, makes sense.
Well,
Like,
okay, so for the lore heads here, I'll let you Google it because we're not going to litigate Guilty Gear lore for this episode, but
fair enough.
there's this thing called the backyard. The backyard is like the universe under our universe. It's like pure information. So I think Lucy accidentally hacked into the backyard, which you could do, you can do, and then somehow she came to the Guilty Gear world.
I think that's cool though. Like when they put in a guest character, but they give them a reason for being there, kind of like a Akuma and Tekken 7 type situation.
Yeah.
Like obviously she's not in the base roster, but
No.
like
And
similar kind
Happy
of
Chaos is Irish.
situation. Wow, really?
Yeah.
He does. All right. He's anime Irish. I can't tell at all. I just thought he was a zombie or something.
No. Him
like that.
and the other Pride of Ireland. the son of the Emerald Isle, Chrysalid, who is a clone of K-Dash, who is not Irish. But Chrysalid is Irish. And there's Anna and Nina, like the Williams, like, okay, whatever. That's easy. That's easy Irish.
Right.
You got to get weird Irish.
Sometimes I forget that they're Irish too. I always think they're like British.
No, I think that's fair as a Canadian. You probably don't want to say that around the wrong person, though.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not. People would get very angry at me. I know there's a whole thing.
Yeah. But anyways, back to our episode. So we had the little gag, haha, made so much money, not enough, whatever. And that's immediately when Kurapika downs the whole mood because he teaches the kids about contracts and conditions. And it's like, yo, so we did all this stuff. And by the way, I'm going to die if I use this wrong. And they're like, oh, probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, not a good way to go about, like, obviously it ups the power level, all that kind of stuff. But just going, especially not a big fan of it. And I got
definitely not.
Yeah, I got written down here. I must have thought myself terribly clever when I wrote this, because we go to the Phantom Troupe in the warehouse or whatever they're at now. All right, there's trouble in Spider Dice because they're all kind of at each other's fucking faces again here. Because people are kind of like Nobunaga's kind of pissy at Crollo, and it's like, okay, you be pissed at me all you want, but by the way, what's your birth date, your blood type, blah blah, so, because we're gonna do a prophecy for you.
Yeah. I think what was going on was that like Crollo or like someone was like, oh, we need to leave the city.
Yeah,
the
we need to
like,
go now. And they're like, well, we're not going until we get revenge for Uvogin.
Right. Nobunaga's like, absolutely not.
Yeah. So they do the new prophecy, and it's like, oh, 5 of us are gonna die. 5 more on top of Uvogin. And I really hate this thing because they say, well, the spider's gonna lose half its number, so 6 total are gonna die. I'm like, buddy, spiders only have 8 legs. So like,
yeah, I think there's like 12 of them or something like that. Technically,
I don't know if this is like a daddy long legs situation or whatever, but like,
I think daddy long legs still have 8. Dude, imagine a spider with like 12 legs. I'd freak.
I bet there is one. Like, I'm sure, like, is there scorpions? Some scorpions have 6 legs, some have 8. So,
oh, okay.
So I know there's guys that break the rules, right?
Well, if I ever see that, I will scream.
Because some spiders aren't spiders, they're slugophids, which are a different thing too. I only learned about slugophids because of the Iraq War.
What? What a connection. I've never heard of slugophids before. I feel like I'm constantly being enlightened in this podcast.
I might be saying it wrong, but it's going back to the old Something Awful days. Because a lot of people in Something Awful were in the army, so they went to Iraq, and that's when we learned about camel spiders.
Oh my
god. A solifuge, is that it? Not a slugophid? Whatever. Yeah, like, there's whole different... So I'm just here to say, maybe there is... Yeah. So camel spiders are really fucking big, is the whole reason people start talking about them. Like, they're like fist to here big.
Oh my god.
And in Iraq, they were terrified of them. Because...
I would be too.
The idea is they thought they were they weren't chasing them. They're fast too, by the way. They're chasing your shadow to get out of the heat. So when you move, they move to get in your shadow, right? And then you start fucking running, and then they start fucking running.
That's something out of a horror game. That's crazy.
So there was a whole camel spider phase of the internet for a while when the Iraq War started.
Okay, well.
So I'm here to say I'm no spider expert. Maybe there is a 12-legged spider, and they know about, maybe it's from Meteor City. I don't know. And we're going to talk about Meteor City when we get there. And we're not too far away.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so it's like, then they all start getting their own prophecy. And Shizuku's like, oh, I'm dead. Cool.
Yeah.
Like, no bigs. Like, oh, I guess I'm dead. Sucks. Like, and like, you're taking it pretty okay. Like,
yeah, not really like a normal reaction, but also like, a lot of people, I guess, in the troop, just like, they're just like, oh yeah, whatever, death, who cares, you know? Well,
as we'll learn by the end of these episodes, they're not quite as cold-hearted as they would portray themselves to be.
That's true. It might just be kind of the weirdos of the group. I mean,
although
Nobunaga,
I think she's a weirdo. Like, she's the fucked up weirdo.
she
Like,
definitely is.
definitely.
Nobunaga is like very normal, I feel
Yeah,
like.
he's just a guy. Like,
He is.
like, I feel like if circumstances were different, Nobunaga could be one of the good guys.
Yeah, you could, you know, similar to Tampa, maybe like if you guys weren't on opposite sides, you could go find him at a bar, have a drink.
Yeah,
You know,
like I feel like he's not a criminal because he's a criminal because he's sticking with his friends rather than he intends to be a criminal. But yeah, so they all get their fortunes. Everyone's not too torn up about it. And at least from the wording I got, I might have misinterpreted. They also made it sound like Kurapika might die too. But maybe that's my interpretation of it.
Okay,
but,
I didn't get the same thing, actually.
Yeah, well, you know, it's prophecy. You can always interpret, but that was the way I got it. But I did appreciate.
Fair enough.
Hisoka's like getting all these things. I was like, and just starting texting Kurapika, like, hey, bud, by the way, they're trying to leave town, so I don't want them to leave town because I want to fight Crollo. So I'm gonna blow up their whole spot on you right now. By the way, they're all alive. You know?
Yeah. Was he texting Kurapika? I thought he was texting Illumi.
I think he texted
Like,
Illumi later. But like,
maybe I'm getting
they show a scene like right after Kurapika's like got the message like the corpses were all fake.
Oh, yes, you're right. Illumi was later. You're right.
Yeah, so I just wrote Hisoka is scamming them. And okay, so we get the thing now. So we get a little lore dump. So the troops from Meteor City. And when they first said that, like, it made it sound like it meant something. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that means. But then they expand on it.
Right.
So Meteor City's like, I don't know, it might as well be fucking Mos Eisley, like Tatooine City from Star Wars, right? Just a real piece of shit. Like, people just dump their garbage there. It's garbage town, and people just deal with it.
Yeah, literally, like, just heaps of trash that people walk on. And one thing that they said was that it was like 1,500 years old.
That's what triggered my pause the thing. And like, so they've been a trash town for 1,500 years. Like, that's Constantinople, you know? Like, that's a little bit younger, I guess, but like that's closer to like Alexandria. So this is the Alexandria of garbage, you know, like.
Right, I guess. And like back in the old days, it's not like you're gonna go that far to dump your trash. A lot of people just dump the trash.
No, but that's the only character associated in the city, right? So they could be in their like antiquity age, their Bronze Age, and people from all around the world, the Bronze Age people, like, oh, we're here. Dump our trash, and we journey 4 weeks back home or something like that.
Yeah, that's like, something wild like that. Yeah, but like, that, I was like, what the hell is that? That's just some made up shit right there.
Like, so I assume in my mental image, they have their own pyramids, but they're like trash pyramids. It's like Wall-E or something like that, you know? Like, I don't know, but just
definitely a crazy situation. Is there like an equivalent in like fiction and like another series that comes to mind for you for like the Trash Town or whatever?
Trash Town, well, Wall-E, I get, but like, I think of like all like weird like little desperado town because they always say like no one officially lives there on the books and all that kind of stuff, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Actually, it makes me think of when I was a kid, the Boxcar Kids novels. It's a bunch of homeless kids that live in boxcar trains, and so they're trying to say like. It's a city where if you live in the city, you're homeless.
Okay, interesting.
But
yeah, I guess I thought a similar situation.
The fact that it's funny too, because like now I think about the Phantom Troupe is all like the Boxcar Kids because they all grew up together and all that kind of stuff. Because we do get a shot later of a young Phantom Troupe with like Uvogin with full fucking afro and shit. Like,
yeah, I know. I appreciate that they all had different appearances. They made them look younger, which they did not have to do. But
they've been trooping for a hot minute.
Yes.
But they say it's garbage city, then they go out of the way. By the way, this is one of the cities of the world that we can trace it back 1,500 years.
Yeah,
like there's not many cities that you truly can trace back that far. And like in our world with our history. Because like Cairo wasn't Cairo 1,500 years ago, right?
Right.
Like people lived there, but it wasn't Cairo.
Right, let alone, like, that's, like, a nice city, whatever, it's, like, this big major city, maybe even the capital, I don't know my
Yeah,
history as well as you, but, like, let alone, like, a trash city, like, if it was a real trash city,
exactly.
no one would be record keeping that stuff.
Like, even famously, Istanbul was once Constantinople, right? So they did a
Mhm.
song about that once. I like They Might Be Giants. It's a good song. But yeah, it just for me for like you just dumped so much potential history on Garbage Town, and like,
Yeah?
and maybe that comes up later, but it's not in these episodes. So just hyper fixate on it, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, we have
they
Garbage
also
Town,
Mhm,
um, and then we close out the episode. Hisoka's like, actually, give me my fortune. Give me my fortune.
mhm,
And then it's like, oh, whoops. Probably shouldn't have gotten a fortune because like they're gonna want to look at it now.
mhm.
Because like, oh, you're totally scamming us.
He was.
Yeah. And that's when like Nobu's on. It's like, you friggin' sold this out, didn't you? Right?
Mhm,
But the fortune was different when Big Nose. I'm forgetting her name, which sucks because she's actually a major part of the last episodes, and I'm feeling
mhm.
bad for forgetting her name. Big Nose Lady.
Oh, Pakunoda.
Pakanote. There we go. Because she went from like not important to the most important Phantom Troop member by these last episodes.
Mhm.
And but yeah, so I think he mentions it right at the beginning of the next episode, but he totally did his counterfeit thing he can do and swapped out the note right before she reads it.
Yeah, I think he used bungee gum to change
Something
what
like
was
that.
on
Yeah, yeah.
the fortune. Yeah, something like that.
And but that's it. And so even though he wrote the script, but he wrote the script in a specific way to make him look bad, but look bad
Mhm.
with a way out. And
Yeah.
this leads us to episode 55, which I'll let you
Mhm.
take this one. But I do want to say
Yeah.
Netflix spelt the title wrong and it drove me nuts. Because the title's a lovely title. It's Allies and Lies. That's a good little alliteration, right?
Mhm.
Because, oh, Allies has lies in it. So, like, oh, and
Right.
they're at each other's, whatever, right? But Allies is spelled Allies. There's one L. Alies is not a word. If you put a space, it could be allies and allies or something, like whatever they want. But they
Right,
just
right.
got it wrong. So it drove me. Once again, if you viewer at home have watched to this point, you probably understand. I get set off by the dumbest fucking shit because that's the life I'm a detail oriented person. That's why I'm the guides guy in the FGC, right? So, like, I don't ever want to get that autism test because I'm afraid of the results. You know?
I was gonna say maybe you just have ADHD.
Oh, I'm
Like you
sure
just
I
get like
do. I'm sure I do. And like, hey, there we go. Maybe if I ever like start entering tournaments again, then I will get myself diagnosed so I can get that sweet Adderall and then get jacked
Yeah, I
up
was gonna
on my
say.
fucking esports Adderall, and you can't stop me because I have a prescription for it. There we go.
Right, I was gonna say, like, just get an Adderall prescription or Vyvanse or something like that and, like, get, like, the highest dosage. You're good. You can edit for hours, not need
I'm
to eat,
scared.
not
I'm
need to
scared. Like,
drink.
if I can keep the focus I can the way I am now,
Mhm.
and you give me a stimulant, I might push myself over the edge.
Yeah, it's from what I've heard, it's very hard to, one of my friends has ADHD, from what I heard, it's hard to remind yourself to take care of yourself.
That's
It's
already
really easy
bad
to
for
just
me as
ignore.
it is. Like, I don't need no stimulant to do that for me. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, so episode
Yes, yes.
55, if you can take it from here.
Yeah, so 55, so basically it's a direct continuation of the previous episode. So,
Yeah, so Hisoka and them,
he's
they're already, yeah, they're just doing the thing.
yes, they're all mad at Hisoka, and basically Hisoka's like, well, like I can't say anything, like I can't tell you anything. Like, was it the and I think Crollo is like, did the chain user put you up to this? And basically he's like, I can't say anything on it. Like I told and maybe you remember off the top of your head, but he's like basically like I told them about like our powers or like how many Phantom Troop members were.
So
Where he's basically like giving them information.
I have it written under here, like, oh, is he under a gay ass? Which I remember talking about once, the Dungeons and Dragons term.
Mhm.
So is he under a compulsion, right? And like, did that happen? I didn't
Ah.
notice off screen.
Mhm.
And that's exactly what Crollo like kind of like, oh, the chain user must like made it so like he'll die if he says or something like that, right?
Right. He, like,
But
enforced
then
a
it's
set
total
of
bullshit.
rules
He's
on
totally
them.
lying. He set it up that he hoped Crollo would make that interpretation, but it's all bullshit.
Yeah, there's some mind games going on here,
Yeah.
for sure.
And he has like the
And
clowngasm face is like, he's like, right into my trap again. Like,
you know what? I actually like that clowngasm moment. Ugh, my God.
it's more
Giving
wholesome
away
than
words.
the other ones. Because he outwitted
Yes,
you versus feelings for a little boy.
yes, and he can get horny for, like, adults versus just little children, so I was like,
Mm.
"Okay, good for you,
No,
Hisoka."
he had like
Um,
a Sherlock moment, like, a battle of wits.
yes,
Yeah.
essentially, he's playing the mental, but yeah, so then you learn, like, "Oh, okay, he doctored the
Wait, I just started to
note,"
interrupt.
like
I got here my hot
oh,
take
yeah,
notes
go
is
ahead.
like, he clowned on him. So there we go. Yeah, sorry.
Alright, bring back the puns.
Yes.
But yeah, so you learn that like Hisoka doctored the notes, because he wants to essentially fight Crollo, so he wants to keep them in York New City, essentially. And so I think that's pretty much all that was in that section.
Yeah,
So
very
that
at odds
section
with like,
wrapped up.
oh, we have to leave or we're all gonna die. Like we can
Right.
avoid dying if we leave, and then he engineers the whole thing to like, no, you stay here, so I can kind of separate Crollo from the rest of you, so I can get my fight.
Yeah, pretty
And by
much.
the way,
And so
like I didn't have to, but by the way, boop 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 boop, Kurapika, they're all here, so come kill him if you want. I don't know, there's no skin off my
right.
back, like.
Oh, one thing I forgot is that I think in his fortune it basically says like you can't step outside the den
Yeah,
or the lair or whatever. So basically it gives him a good excuse to be like, haha, I can't come with you, like I have to stay here, right?
it's something like if half of us are gonna die, but if you leave, all of us are gonna die. Like if you
Right.
leave,
It's not something like that. Um, but yeah, so that part of the episode ends. Then it flashes to Kurapika and Gon, and they're still talking about money. And basically, Gon and Killua, I think they ultimately decide like, hey, whatever Kurapika. Oh, because at this point he's found out that like, the spiders, the dead bodies,
yeah,
they were fake. And so basically, Gon and Killua are like, yeah, we'll go after the spiders with you, man. Like, we're all friends. Like,
yeah.
we'll support you
They
on
support
your
him.
crazy
There's one line Killua had, and he gets mad at Gon, right? Because like Gon's like, like, yeah, we're signing up for death battle with you, right?
Mhm.
Like, hey, let's do it, death battle, yay! Like, I get to be back in the plot. Gon Hogan politicking himself back into the plot, right? But
Mhm.
Killua, he yells at him. He's like, "Do you even remember why we're here?" In like a very like serious, urgent tone. Like, you're here to buy a video game, bud. Like, you're screaming at him. There's like his Kurapika's life quest of vengeance is here, and he's screaming. It's like, we're here to buy a fucking video game, and like, you don't need to yell at him over that. Like,
Yeah, I think even Gon and Killua have forgot why they're trying to make money in the first place.
yeah,
'Cause they
like
just keep
it's
getting
the
so
B
distracted.
plot for sure at this point.
Yeah, no, definitely for sure. But I think like it's nice to see it in a way. Like, yeah, sometimes it gets a little annoying. They go a little bit too much into it, like with all the different forgery methods. I was like, all right, wrap it up a little bit. But it's nice to see like that sense of like normalcy and like friendship compared to
Yeah.
like contrast of
No,
Kurapika's
because
like,
they're all
crazy
down to
bit.
back Kurapika, and I do like that, right?
Yes.
And as for the money too, because they're obviously not going to get the 10 zillion jillion dollars they're going to need, right?
Oh yeah. No.
Gon, he doesn't explain, but he's like, I got a scam, I'm working here. Like, I got to figure it out. And he's like, what's the chance you're going to make? It's like 80%, 70, 60% chance. Like, it just every time they bring it up, like the chance goes down, right? But he's like, I got a scam we're working on. Like, don't worry, we got the game stuff on lock. Don't need
Yeah,
the money.
they already made so much money already. I'm just like, I mean, I get that it's not enough to buy the video game outright, but it's kind of like, I don't know. It's not like you're on a timeline for buying this video game. Like,
No, yeah,
y'all
there
can
is not a
chill little
rush on this, right?
No.
Versus these like serial killer Robin Hoods of historical fame and note are here for a hyper limited time. But
Right.
it's like, but I want to play Baldur's Gate 3, bud. Like, like
Yeah, the stakes are not equal here for
yeah.
sure. But
My thing is maybe Gon found out like sickroms.it. So he found out how to pirate Greed Island or something like that. Who know?
Yeah,
I don't know, but yeah, just like they had to come to the realization. Like Killua specifically had to come to the realization, like, oh, I'm in the B plot. Like, and then like, okay, let's shift to the A plot.
Yes, we're inserting ourselves back into the plot. We're gonna help Kurapika. So basically, they end up making a plan where Gon, basically is gonna be a distraction, and they're gonna grab Pakunoda. Um, and basically, then they kind of
Because they come to the
an
realization,
explanation.
like, she, not physically the threat, but like she's the scariest of them. Because
Right,
now
she knows
Yeah.
about them.
Because at any point she gets either the kids or anybody, like not only are they going to know everything now, but like Kurapika mentioned his weaknesses to them. So now she'll know all the weaknesses immediately, and then thus the troop will know. So
Right.
she's now like become like the linchpin. She's now the scariest member just because she can glean
Right.
info right away.
Right, and so part of, like, the tension is basically, like, how do we take her out without her reading our minds and, like, everything we learned about Kurapika and his powers, like, and take her, like, before, they find out, right? Essentially, she conveys that information. So, yeah, Kurapika explains his powers. He goes over, like, all the different chains that are on his hand or whatever.
Yeah, they go hyper deep. I just want to mention it because Leorio and Killua excuse themselves so they don't hear it.
It's just gone.
But then they were hiding behind the couch and heard it all anyways. But they're leaving like, oh, so we can't give up the info, right? But then, like,
and honestly, like, I feel like Kurapika, just for safety's sake, could have just waited to tell them this information. Like, I don't understand why it had to be in this very
a lot of it they
high-stakes
did. Like,
situation.
if it was truly need to know info, they did not need to know.
They did not, absolutely. So, yeah, I don't really know what the thinking is beyond that, but I guess he's showing how much he trusts Gon, right?
No,
Like,
it's a good
they're
friendship
working
moment.
together. Yeah, it's a good friendship moment, exactly.
And they go into hype. Like, this show is not weak on going into hyper specifics when it comes to explaining the rules, which is good because it turns out every chain finger has its own set of rules, which I'm not gonna lie. By the end of it, they were losing me a little bit. But I was very happy because Gon said specifically, it's like, I'm not sure what all that means. And I'm just like, me and you too, buddy.
He's the
because all of them have rules. Only the Phantom Troupe, except for this one finger, isn't only the Phantom Troupe.
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember the exact details.
It's like the one that forces them to tell the truth or something like that.
Yeah, because I think what Gon does is he's like, oh, wait, but you set a condition on yourself. And then basically, like, Kurapika's like, all right, leave the room. I'm going to tell you why that is. And it's because, like, whatever finger it was, maybe it was the pinky, like, I can set that on other people, not just members of the Phantom Troupe. So, but yeah, he explains all his powers.
And then he explains, like, when I have red eyes, I'm a specialist. I can use everything at 100%. And it brings me back to the Cartman thing of, like, I have the power to have all the powers I want. Like,
yes. When he's a specialist mode, he can use 100%.
And he can do it at will now, not just when he's a big pissy baby.
Yeah, so he's definitely, like, in terms of power level, like, compared to the rest of these guys, like, they're like down.
He's hit Super Saiyan, and everyone else is like TN Krillin level.
Yeah, exactly, little baby hour. But so okay. I guess moving on, like, so basically, after that, I mean, that's pretty much the end of the episode. Nobunaga makes a comment like, oh, I want to recruit Gon and Killua. Ha, they're so cool.
Because he runs in because they finally has that chat that he meant to have originally.
Right.
And he's just like, by the way, I forgot, we totally need to recruit these kids. And like,
which, like,
that could have come up a lot earlier than this, like.
Yeah, no, for sure. And Machi's like, oh, I have a hunch about these kids. So somehow, like, through coincidence or circumstance, they're like, oh, like, these kids are important and we need to, like, they need to be brought up again, right? So, like, another, like, I'm the main character moment.
We as the Phantom Troupe need to remember they exist because they will play a part later in the thing, right? So
exactly. It's definitely like a plot.
The faker Phantom Troupe member who creates the fakes.
Topi, I think.
You can apparently just create whole new buildings.
Yeah, that was
Because
crazy.
the episode like directly ends with like Killua scouting him out or something like that. And I do appreciate Killua has like another new fit. Like Gon has the
Mhm.
same clothes every time. Like every couple episodes, Killua just has all new clothes all the time.
Yeah, I know. It's very like I honestly well, some of the fits are questionable, but I like a lot of the
Well, it says
fits.
like
Like I feel like it's very
ABC and then it's
appropriate.
like backwards CBA on the neck or something like
Oh,
that.
okay, well, I don't remember that, but I appreciate the effort for different fits. They did not do that in the actual game, but in the
No,
anime, it's very cool to see.
that costs more money. So,
Yeah,
um,
yeah, I know.
but yeah, he creates like 50 new buildings or something like that. Like,
Yeah, they're like trying to like basically hide where they are or something like that. So
but yeah, if Duke can spontaneously grow a city, like that's not nothing. That's kind of high scale power.
yeah, no, it's pretty crazy, and they're not just illusions, right? Because you see
No, they're
earlier
physical.
when
Like,
he's making yeah,
yeah,
you see earlier like they're he makes the actual objects, so that's pretty
yeah. So
crazy.
it's just, and they just end on that and be like, wow, that's pretty okay power. Like, you could run a small country. Because like, oh,
Yeah,
I'll
like
just
take a
create 50
bar gold,
tanks. You know?
bar gold,
Yeah,
bar gold.
yeah. Like, if it's a fake, but if it's fake of a gold, like it doesn't matter what the original is if it's still gold, right?
That's true.
So I don't know. I'm probably putting too much into the guy's power that they'll never explain. So that's
Mhm.
just me being me. I'm very sorry. But yeah, so we go to episode 56 from there because that is the end of the episode. Beloved and beleaguered. Once again, got the good alliterations here. That's why the typo from the last episode pissed me off. And
I haven't even been paying attention to the titles, so I just been skipping them.
I just do it just for my note taking. But we open the episode and I just audibly just went like, what the fuck is this? As we open with Lady Integra Wingate's Helsing in the car. Cause I don't cast any aspersions. Live life the life you want to live. But Kurapika is currently cross-dressing now. And looking like a lady and looks like Integra like Wingates. Like, so
Yeah,
I'm like,
he's got the
this is
little
the
hat
Helsing
on.
character. Like,
Mhm.
because like not even like the blonde hair, like it's that shade of blonde hair. It's not his blonde. I don't know what you call
Mhm.
this kind of blonde. It's more like faded, but like platinum blonde,
Like
maybe.
platinum blonde.
Yeah.
Oh, can you bring up a photo of him actually? I just had a thought,
Okay,
of like
I'm going to
the
have to take this camera off when I search for
oh yeah, we
Kurapika
don't
cross
wanna
dressing.
we don't wanna see that.
Because
For sure, you might get some,
wow, this is
interesting
a lot safer than I thought.
okay, cool.
This oh no, wait, nope. Nope. Okay, good thing I double checked that one. Okay. There we go.
Okay, you know what this reminds me of? This is not a character you've met yet, but, he's in the fighting game, Kite.
Kite,
He
yes,
wears
Kite,
a
yeah.
very
Sort of.
similar outfit.
But
Yeah.
once again, not casting it. But Kurapika is certainly a lot more feminine than Kite is in this look.
Yes. I mean, for sure, Kite's very tall and lanky. You're not
Yeah.
mistaking him for a girl, for sure.
Anyway, I'm just gonna double click here just to make. There's another picture. Where was it? Just there's a certain picture I definitely cannot show here. But where did the other one go? Because there,
Living up
this
to
is
the
nice artsy
Unabomber
fartsy.
title. Okay.
There you go. That's actually a lovely picture.
Oh, yeah, that's very nice,
Yeah.
actually. Very stylistic. I
But yeah,
like
I
it.
just saw that randomly. I'm like, that's how the episode opens in this outfit, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
what? Like I pause. I'm
And
like,
that's
what? And like
that's just the first time he cross dresses.
they don't
There's
explain
multiple
this till the next episode either. Though, look, they don't talk about it till the next episode.
Mhm.
So I'm just like, what on earth is going on here? Like,
Yeah, to be fair, he looks very convincing as a girl. Like, I think he looks really hot.
you know, it's a good look. Wait, I gotta bust out the voice. People like, it's a good look for him.
Yeah,
There we
because
go.
I think I remember in the Hunter exam, his hair was definitely shorter, like more
Yeah,
like
like
ear length. Like,
yeah, it's
yeah,
like
like more
yeah,
like
just
a
short dude. Well, he's always kind of like
right,
got that effeminate look, anyways. That
for
you could
sure.
just say that's anime in general, like whatever, right? But yeah,
Right.
so just oh wait, here's the actual shot from the show.
Yeah. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, but his hair used to be shorter, and then he grew it out to like chin length, so now it's like a bob.
Yeah, so here's the actual shot from
So,
the, I think this is how the episode opens too. I just see this, I'm like,
yes.
what on earth is happening, right? Like,
Who is this?
yeah. And just the fact that it's not why he did that, it's not brought till the next episode too. So
Right, right. Also, like he didn't have to dress up as a girl, but anyways, I guess it's better to throw them off.
oh
But
and okay, we do have the picture from the next episode here, by the way. Where
that
is
that picture goes crazy. I legitimately was like, "Oh, that's a girl."
yeah,
Like
that's what I thought too.
straight up.
So
Like the
after he
one with
takes
the
off the
hat
wig
and
when
the
he does his
glasses.
big reveal.
Mhm.
Oh, that's bright. But then he like has his hair done up still. So like this is a new third look.
Yeah, with the hat and the glasses, I'm like, "Oh, that's a disguise."
Yeah.
You know, like it feels like a disguise. But this
Yeah,
outfit, I was just like, "Oh no, he's just like a girl. He's just dressed
Yeah.
as a girl."
And, like it's not good or bad. It's just it was certainly jarring to go into the next episode and like all new, never before seen look of disguise.
No, for sure. They don't really explain it.
They
I mean,
do
they
only
do
like
explain
well,
it,
spoiler
but
for next
like,
episode. It's like when they're talking to Crows, like, oh, by the way, this guy's I'm not actually a woman. I'm like, okay, but
yeah,
you later in this episode or next episode, I can't remember. They throw it under the bus immediately because like they will sense him coming before they see him coming. So the
yeah.
physical disguise literally does not matter. So like once again, if he got like a new phase of his life he wants to explore, by all means. Um you know, I'm a 90s kind of guy. That's what we would say in the 90s. Oh, I'm a 90s guy. I embrace change.
Mhm.
And then things got a lot worse after the 90s, to be honest with you, as far as embracing change went. But you know, sliding scale and that stuff. But yeah, just
But yes, he's
weird.
in a disguise.
Yeah.
He's in a disguise.
And we go back from that to like the B team. The other bounty hunters like guarding Cardcaptor Sakura. And she's like on a shopping adventure. And he's talking to and Melody starts mattering a bit more in these episodes. Because her acoustic powers become a little bit of a threat to the Phantom Troupe.
Right. So far, we've only heard of it being like, "Oh, I can tell if you're lying or not based on your heartbeat." But now she's basically like doing echolocation, right?
Yeah.
Where she's able to sense and not just echolocation, like where they are. She can sense exactly like what they're doing, what direction they're moving in, like how fast they're moving. Like she's
Yeah.
literally a like.
She can tell a
Yeah.
lot just by listening, it turns out.
Yes.
That's like we went from like neat quirk to like actual superpower.
Yes. So that was pretty insane. But yeah, so the reason why they're being followed though is that they left the building, right, to go after the eyes, if
Yeah,
I'm
they're looking for the
correctly.
eyes.
Yes.
And they can like the one guy who makes the fakes can also like Nen trace where the original is, which I think comes up a little after, but so where the fakes are, they know where the mob is. But
Yes,
also,
exactly.
our boy Shalnark checked the website. He's like, oh, they just updated literally everything on the mob again.
Right.
And like, thank God for the hunters. Like, once again, I don't understand how organized crime persists in this world when like you just gotta wait 24 hours and like literally the latest and greatest on the mob is updated on the website.
Yeah. It's not even like the dark web or
Yeah.
something like that. It's like I can do a Google search.
As long as you have a hunter's license,
is
it's free info.
Yeah.
And like,
so.
I'm sure I brought this up before, but like, hopefully there's one hunter on the police force. 'Cause, you know, like,
I don't remember them ever really bringing up the police in this world. I don't know if they exist.
maybe they're in like a different, like they defunded the police. It's all social systems now.
Whatever. They're like very ineffective if they do exist in this world because
Yeah.
it's literally
Yeah,
everything's on there.
obviously it's not working so good.
Yes, definitely not.
Yeah, at some point now, Phantom Troop finally gets, like, Chain User is Scarlet Eyes guy. He wants the Scarlet Eyes. So that's why we're, like, tracing the original Scarlet Eyes, because he'll probably go to them or something like that, right?
Yeah. And so they're like, it's really funny though, because in the sequence where the Phantom Troop, they're going after the eyes, like they're like taking public transport, and I'm just like,
it comes up right after the next segment. I do want to mention it, but yeah, they're just on the subway, which
literally on the
they're not
subway.
superhuman. They can't fly, as far as I know. So like I guess you gotta. Like there's
Yeah,
plenty of
but like they
Spider-Man
could,
comics. Like
they
Peter
could
just lost a fight or
drive.
something, and Pete's just like, and he's just on the subway, and he's like,
Yeah,
you
it
know, he's
definitely
done.
reminds me of like you're a cosplayer going to Comic-Con and you're just like because these guys like they're dressed like, kind of
Yeah,
wackily. They're not dressed normally.
like
So it definitely gives me the
other than
vibes
like
of
maybe
like
Shalnark and Shizuku, everyone's got some bullshit on. You know, like
yeah. And I'm like, "Dang, like, everyone's got like well, actually I don't know if they have like smartphones in this universe. I
well, they
forget,
have
but
beetle
like,
phones.
right, right,
Yeah,
right. But it's like people could like take a photo of you and post it on the internet, and then now everyone knows what the Phantom Troop looks like. So it's like, okay,
yeah, and they've already established Phantom Troop's quite famous, right? So like more than a
right.
few people probably recognize them on sight.
Yeah, but then again, this is also a universe where they're like, oh, Nen is a secret, and it's like clearly not
I
a
don't know. It's
secret.
also York new, right? So maybe it's Marvel
Right.
rules. Like people will literally in Marvel New York, they'll see the Hulk down the street and it's like not a big deal.
That's true. That's true. Maybe. Hmm.
Like I just watched Fantastic Four recently, good movie. Like
Oh yeah, I did as
if
well.
you're on Yancey Street, everyone knows what the Thing looks like. It's just
That's true.
it's just
He's part
whatever.
of the
Oh, it's the Thing.
neighborhood.
Whatever. Who
Right.
cares?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And actually, that's my only complaint about the movie. I didn't think the movie was quite lovely, but
Really? Okay.
um, the Thing's whole arc is he's not okay being the Thing, and
Mhm.
that is just glossed over.
Yeah, he was surprisingly like I feel like okay with being the thing. Like he was like like maybe trying to date a little bit
Yeah, and like
too,
this arc says,
and
when you're a giant rock man, love life is a bit more difficult. Now,
Mhm.
to be fair, I think in the age of the internet, it'd be easier for him versus like all the classic stories. Like, because he always
Right,
famously usually winds up with the blind girl, right? Because then
right.
she doesn't see it doesn't matter to her. Because like the age of the internet, there's always going to be someone into something real big, right? Right? And there's going to be some lady out there and they see Stone Man, dude, and it's like, this is what I need. Like,
Yeah, and plus he's a superhero, so I can
like
definitely
yeah, he's
see
a freaking
people being
superhero,
into
right?
that.
But I
Yeah,
did do the
yeah.
movie a lot. I do like um they are not held to like some of the superhero standards. Because like
Mhm.
when the Silver Surfer's coming, Sue's telling Johnny like, kill her. She's trying to take your nephew. Kill her. Like not like,
Mhm.
oh, try to, if it's not problematic, unalive her, or like what, like some
Right.
bullshit, right? Like, and I do, because Fantastic Four is my favorite Marvel property. I
Mhm.
do like this is the first time outside the comics I've seen anything treat Sue as strong as she is.
Right, right. Yeah, because not to get into spoilers, but like at the end, like that's a very pivotal moment too,
Yeah.
where they're taking down, the bad
Sue
guy.
versus
It's like,
Galactus, without getting the spoilers,
yes,
is a fair
yes,
fight.
that was
And like, if
crazy.
you don't
That
know the
went
comics,
hard.
that sounds really fucked up. How is the Invisible Woman a
Mhm.
fair fight for Galactus? Right? Sue, if you know the comics, Sue can solo the Avengers by herself and easily. Right? Okay. Like, she's this strong, probably the strongest non-cosmic character in Marvel.
Mhm.
And like, that's never brought up outside the comics. She'd be like, oh, well, Sue, go do a little ninja mission so you're invisible. Do a little so they can't see you. Make the kids
Right.
clap. Right? Like, no,
Yeah,
she's
like in
fucked up strong.
yeah, or like in like the whatever, like the 90, the one with the Captain America, whatever his name is, like the Sue in that one where she's like naked on a bridge and then
Oh,
she's in her bra and underwear.
yeah. Well, there's a lot of like, there's been a lot of looks for Sue over the years. Like,
Yeah.
for Sue, uh, where's the one?
Like I remember watching that because I didn't watch that movie as a kid, and I remember watching that as an adult, and I
There's
was
a
like,
look here.
"Why
Like,
is
this
this?"
is this was her regular outfit.
Oh, the 4 is right on her
Yeah, the 4
titties.
is like her cleavage. She has her midriff showing, like, and like assless pants tights, and like this was like the run for like 2 or 3 years.
Mhm.
And of course, Reed's just there, like, whatever. Like, you dress like this, I'm still dressed like me. Like,
Right, right. They did
comics
give
were
her like
comics for
the
a long time. Like,
I get that they're pandering to the male
Yeah,
gaze.
like, hey everybody, here's my sister. I'm totally okay with this. Like, nowadays it's better. Like, it's not that they're still not
Right,
sexy
right.
ladies in comics, but it's when it makes sense. Like, sexy
Right.
She-Hulk. She-Hulk can be a sexy character and it makes sense for the character.
Mhm.
Sue being like the mama bear in this weird hyper cleavage outfit. Not as much. Especially
Yeah,
when
like
nobody
her
else on the team is, right? Like,
right, her, like, defeating, Galactus or whatever, like, wearing that outfit, those 2 things do not go
no.
together.
No, no. It definitely wouldn't work. But yeah, so I'm a big fan of the movie. Like, it's not like no movie's perfect, but like I think that Superman good 1-2 punch of like
Mhm.
classic heroes coming back again. Like, not just like shitty, like everything's like a snappy one liner. Oh, that just happened. Like that kind of shit, right?
Right,
Heroes
right.
being heroic.
Yeah, I really enjoy I watched the Superman movie as well. I
I love
also
Superman.
really like that. I remember we had a discussion off camera, I believe, about, like, how the best versions of Superman are him, like, struggling to come to terms with his morality, not him, like, beating the
Yeah, like
shit out of
there's
different
not
stuff,
there's
right?
okay, like it's cool when he'll punch Doomsday or Darkseid every now and then. There's some good fight story. Like the stories where the best are like it has nothing to do with how strong he is or how fast he is or
Right.
how invulnerable he is, right? It's him being a person. And with Superman movie, like it is controversial among Superman fans because they threw the Krypton parents under the bus in the movie,
Mhm.
which I
Yes, they did.
love actually. That's one of my favorite things about that movie because the whole reason he is Superman is because of the human parents, not
Mhm.
Jor-El. Like, it's Pa Kent, not Jor-El. That's the reason he is the way he is, right? And I love the
Right,
actor they
right.
got for his dad, because he is like the most dad-shaped dad ever.
Yeah, they definitely don't look like, super hot
No,
older
it's not
man,
like
older gentleman.
what
Like,
the
it's
fuck's
like
the
a
name? Marissa Tomei is Aunt May in the new Spider-Man movies,
oh, yeah,
and
definitely not. He
lady, like I don't need to be distracted by how hot Aunt May is. Like there's characters for that. Aunt May's not the character I need to worry about how attractive you are on screen. You know?
right, right, no, he definitely seems like, "Oh, this is a guy, like, I would find in Kansas on a farm."
He's
Like,
like a
he looks like
bulldog
it.
of a human being. And like
Yeah,
that's perfect. That's exactly what he should be for like Pa
yeah.
Kent. And he doesn't do
No,
no stupid
I
shit like, no, don't save me, my superpower son. Let me die. Like in fucking Man of Steel, right? Like,
right. No,
I will say
I thought the
before we get off this
Superman movie was
tangent,
great.
because I did watch
Mhm.
Fantastic Four in Vegas when for Evo. Well, not for, but during the time frame for Evo.
Oh, during Evo,
Yes.
okay.
And so it was my first experience with an American crowd, and I was not prepared because like it's not like we're some inhuman, unfeeling monsters here in Canada. Most of us are, but
Mhm.
um, like we'll laugh when something's funny, but like
Right.
people were emoting over every little fucking thing. Like just a lot, like yeah, like not to spoil. There's a sad moment later in the movie for
Mhm.
Fantastic Four, and like there's multiple women crying loudly in the theater. Like some lady was like, "Oh Lord, no!" And like I
I think that could also be, like, a Vegas thing, because like,
maybe
you're
it's a
literally
Vegas
in
thing. I don't know.
Vegas.
I've never seen a movie in America before, so
Okay. Like, I have seen that, like, online or, like, maybe it also depends on the time at which you're going as well, right?
I
But,
saw it
like,
like
in my
9
local
p.m.
movie
So like
okay,
primetime
got it,
superhero
like,
crowd, I'm
later.
sure.
Yeah, like, in my local theater, like, people I mean, they'll talk obnoxiously during the movie, which I fucking hate, but they're not like, "Oh my god," but then you see, like, I'm sure it's played up a little bit for, like, TikTok or whatever, but when, like, the Minecraft movie was out, like,
Yeah.
people were, like, throwing buckets of, like, popcorn and, like,
Oh,
chicken or whatever.
chicken
You
jockey.
definitely have to
Yeah, that or
yeah,
not chicken. Whatever the fucking jockey thing. I can't remember, but yeah. See, like,
yeah,
granted, I live in a small town, and we don't even have a theater anymore. We lost it after COVID. It's very
oh, geez.
frustrating. I had to see Superman in Ottawa, and I want to see Weapons very badly, and I have no way to see it right now,
Yeah, that's
other than
fun.
going to Ottawa again. But like, if you were talking loudly in the theater, there'd be a fight. Like, don't like. I know the thing says don't talk, but like, no, but really, don't fucking talk during the movie. Like, laugh if something's
Yeah.
funny. That's all you get.
Yeah, there's definitely been times where, like, I've been sitting next to someone and they're, like, having a straight-on conversation, or they're trying to have a conversation with me, and I'm just like,
No,
"Alright, this is not the time. This is not the
no,
time."
like no. But yeah, so American crowd, God bless you. I love the enthusiasm, and it was more than a little awkward when people started crying during the sad scene, because like that ruined my immersion. Let's put it that way, because I was like
Yeah.
legitimately very worried, especially for the one woman extra loudly wailing.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe they're drunk too, who knows? This is
Maybe I don't know.
Vegas.
It was weird. Anyway, so we diverted off that. I'm very sorry.
Yes,
And
way
like you
diverted.
mentioned here, them taking train, but there's a moment before that. So we go back to Dog Diary Man.
Mhm.
And Dog Diary, he's like hiding the eyes in a random hotel or whatever.
Right.
And it's like, they're like, oh, room service. And he's like, oh, is this a mob? Like, leave it at the door, right?
Right.
And he tells the dog to get it.
I
And the
remember
dog
seeing
fucking
that.
stands up, undoes the knob with his dog paws, and pushes the door open to get the fucking food, brings the food back, holding the cart with his
Yeah, he's,
dog
like, pushing the
paws.
car.
And like, what the fuck is that?
And the funny thing is, like, there is no acknowledgement of that. They're just like, "Oh, yeah,
No!
that's normal."
A dog can just open doors like it's a fucking Jurassic Park Velociraptor. And like,
Yeah.
that's normal? Like, I was just stunned. It was the most stunning part of the episode.
Yeah. No, and what's wild is, like, I mean, they are Nen dogs or whatever, controlled
Yeah,
being used
they're Nen
by
dogs.
men,
Solves everything, right? But
but, like, they also they act like normal dogs too. They don't do anything else besides that one moment, and then, like, spoiler alert, that guy dies,
yeah.
later on in these next few episodes, so it's like, what the hell was that moment? You weren't building up to anything with that. You just it was just
No.
like,
It was like a
something
power
thought
play.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't know
okay.
what that
We're risking a copyright strike here, but we're gonna do it. You won't hear it.
I know.
Yeah,
I
you
I
won't need the
actually know
audio,
this
but
one.
yeah. It was like much the same as this to me. Like something, if you don't know, you wouldn't be expecting.
Mhm.
Okay, here we come, dog. Like, yeah, it's not what you're looking for. Oh my god, what is
Right.
this? Why it sucks to be born as a wild horse. That's a
Hey, man,
thumbnail.
it suggests and also, like, that, thumbnail to the right and above it.
Oh, hey, you need good thumbnail. You need to catch people's eyes. I can't fault it.
Yeah,
Oh wow, look at this
your
video.
titles are
2XKO keeps
interesting.
changing for the better. Hands on Rooflemonger. That sounds like a great video you should watch at home.
Agreed.
Yeah, but anyway, so
Oh,
it's a nothing part of the episode. It doesn't matter, but just dog randomly standing up, opening a handle with his paws, and like no attention brought to it. Just sure. But anyways, so now they're
Anyway.
using Nen focus thing. I can't remember the term to track the fake eyeballs. So they're tracking the Dog Diary guy. And while they're doing it, you mentioned them taking the subway,
Mhm.
but they're also wall running in public.
Oh, yeah, they're like ninjas.
They're
I
going
was
like full
"What
Assassin's
is this?"
Creed, like just on the sides of the wall in the middle of a busy street. Hundreds of people are looking at them. So it's not like
Mhm.
they're going incognito or something like that, right? Like,
No, definitely not. And it's like, also, I'm just like, they're like, "Oh, are those ninjas?" And I'm like, "Dude, you've seen some crazy shit in the Heavens Arena. Like, you've seen crazier stuff there. Like, why
yeah.
is this the thing that makes you go, 'Oh man, wow, what is that?'" Like, you
Oh,
everyone knows at this point. It's an open secret.
yeah. And so like Team Kurapika and going, like they're doing stuff too. Like they're getting ready because they know something's about to come up, right?
Mhm.
And this episode just keeps hitting me with things that drive me insane. Because Leorio's there and stuck in traffic, right? He's trying to get to where they're going.
Mhm.
And he's yelling at them. He's like, I'm not going to sit here and do nothing. You're in fucking traffic. You're sitting here doing nothing right now. Like,
Also, this is a random thought I had, but like, I mean, I don't know why I'm fixated on this, but like, I don't think Leorio and Kurapika are like, maybe Leorio, but I don't think they're old enough to drive. Maybe the age there is younger or something like that. But I was like, yo, I would not trust bro behind the wheel.
No,
I think he's like
I think it's the
15 or
next
something.
episode because they're in the car together again, and like he Leorio's driving and he turns around to yell at Kurapika while he's driving. So like the curse
Yeah,
continues. Like these people cannot be on the friggin' road. But yeah, so to
definitely.
keep it up, um, Killua breaks the rule they set and joins them, which is very fortuitous because they got caught tailing the Phantom Troupe. And the troop senses
Yes.
there's two people because one of them's Kurapika and Gon, and then Killua shows up and they manage like, we're just here for the bounty, we're just here for the bounty. And they let Kurapika slide out because they only sense two of
Yeah.
them, right?
No, they did the old switcheroo, and it's like literally Kurapika is so angry that they can essentially sense his bloodlust,
Yeah.
and basically because of that they got caught, and it's like,
Yeah, it's once again, the
okay,
disguise was never needed.
no, it
Yeah.
absolutely was not.
But they
No
managed
one
to save
thought.
that by saying, "Oh, we're just sorry. We tried to get you again. Our bad, right?" And it was mentioned the reward is now gone, which
Mhm.
they did know. But then the troop tells them, "It's like, oh, sorry, we didn't know, or we wouldn't have
Yeah, they
bothered."
played dumb. They
Yeah,
played dumb.
but they get captured because we got to move the plot forward, right? And then what
Mhm.
happens to Dog Diary guy? They mentioned him. Um, so they killed Dog Diary Man. They now have like Pakanoda now kind of knows most of the things going on because like she steals
Right.
his memory. And then it turns out she has a superpower that's a Simpsons joke because she has the fucking memory revolver.
Yes.
There's a joke in The Simpsons of like the amnesia ray, right?
Okay, I was from that. I was actually getting I don't know why I was getting Danganronpa vibes.
Oh, Dragon Grandpa.
No, Danganronpa vibes.
Uh,
Like
I say Dragon
the
Grandpa and it
visual
trolls people
novel.
like that show sometimes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. There are no dragon grandpas.
Okay, I definitely
So hot.
can't. If I show Simpsons, we're definitely gonna get struck on this one, so I won't do that. But the joke is
Okay.
like, Mr. Burns like, go use the amnesia ray, and he's like, Smithers like, you mean the revolver, sir? Because like that would be an amnesia ray for sure, right?
Oh, for sure. That
Yeah,
would take
and
you
it's like
out.
yes, and be sure to wipe your own memory clean afterwards. So he's telling him like,
You're like, yeah, shoot himself.
yeah, but then turns out she actually has a revolver that's a memory gun.
Yes.
And she can shoot her memories literally into your skull, which
Yeah, man.
is a power to have, I guess.
Nen abilities they're just magic, essentially. Although,
Well,
like, if we're rating the level of coolness of some of these powers, I'd much rather have the copy power than
no,
the
no, no,
memory
no.
power.
I think it's a better power to have than shooting my memories into your skull with a bullet.
I don't think the bullet does any damage, though. I think
No,
it's just
it
like
doesn't. Like it discombobulates them a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
But she does this more than once, and each time's like, "Stay still, you trust me, right?" Like, because I am shooting you in the fucking face.
Right.
But like, so they have like total recall of her memories that she just learned. So the power is useful, but she has to shoot a revolver in your face to do it. Which then does backlog to the fight scene that she is quite good with a gun.
Yes,
So
for sure.
they make it all go together, I guess. Yeah, I just wrote the memory eraser is real. That was my hot take. Like the Simpsons joke's real. But yeah, so we come to our it's not our penultimate episode because our penultimate episode's like 100 episodes from now. But the penultimate episode of these episodes, episode 57, Initiative and Law. You can take this one here, please.
Yeah, so this is another. I mean, at this point, all of these episodes are just very plot heavy. I mean, we're getting into the final few episodes of the arc, essentially.
Yeah.
So, Gon and Killua, they've been captured by the troop. They take them back to their base or whatever. And then
I do like Nobunaga's
they
kind of
take
like,
them to the
I
hotel.
knew you kids would come back. And like, I know, like, you really wanted to join us all along, right? Like, I like that he
Yeah,
sort of
no,
dug it, you know?
He's just some dude. He's just some guy's uncle. You
Yeah,
know?
he's
like,
just-
"Oh,
he's just
man,
cool
the kids
uncle."
want to join in.
Yeah.
He definitely, like, compared to some of the other characters in the Phantom Troupe.
We got all the white
he's a lot
Monster
more
energy drinks you can drink. You know, like,
Exactly. But yeah, so he takes them back to their base or whatever, or was it or did he take them to the hotel lobby?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, the hotel lobby. Basically, oh wait, what happens? Well, basically, Leorio is like sitting
Yeah,
in the
Leorio's
lobby of
setting
the
up like
hotel,
a
right?
scam, right? Because he's like,
Yes.
he's pretending he's yelling at like a stockbroker on the phone or some shit, but he's like feeding them code. And I do like, he almost gets them in trouble, right? Because like,
Yes.
he always yells to Phantom Troupe, like, what are you eyeballing me for? Like, and it's like,
Right. And
it's like, you could fucking die. But,
yeah,
he's committing to the bit. So I appreciate that.
yeah, they're basically like, "Oh, should we kill this guy?" And,
Yeah.
and
But
they're
he's
like,
like,
don't
you
bother
better
this
make sure
guy.
you're at the hotel at 7 o'clock. Close your eye. Like, he's like, just
Yeah,
feeding
he's
him the
super
lines for how to do the
obvious.
breakout.
I mean, to be fair, he makes a very convincing, like, guy
Well, he
yelling at
does look
another
like,
guy.
Japanese salaryman, right? So,
Businessman, yeah,
yeah.
especially with the suit. But yeah, so they basically say, "Oh, he conveys the message, Gon and Killua receive the message, the lights are gonna go out at 7 p.m." So they basically just like close their eyes and they're like, "Oh, I don't even want to look at you." And they
Yeah,
both
yeah. They'd be
close
like,
their
I don't want to,
eyes
because, like,
and
they're going to save themselves so, like, they don't, that feeling when, like, you get, like, turned off, like, they're building their night sight already, right? But they're doing it, like, in a way that can be bratty kids.
exactly. They're adjusting their eyes to the darkness,
Yeah.
and definitely the Phantom Troop, like to their credit, like Gon and Killua are very young, and so they definitely use their age to their advantage. Where like the Phantom Troop definitely underestimates them.
Yeah,
They
we're
don't
just dumb
think that they're a
kids.
threat.
And then
Yeah,
Pakanoda's like, well, I'm going to do the mind thing on it. He's like, we just won't even show you what's on our minds. Like, and then we get to the hyper detailed explanation of how her powers work. Oh, it's like
yes,
tossing up the sediment in a river. If you throw in a rock, I can get through all the cloud of your memories or whatever. Like, so basically, like, you can't just think whatever and like get past the memory trick. It doesn't work that way, right?
yeah, definitely not.
This
And I
this is
think
where we get the flashback though, real quick, to the young spiders, and we get Uvogin with the afro, which I did like quite a bit.
yes, they look very cool. And one thing I will say also about this is that like Gon and Killua they're held hostage by the spiders, and like they got their hands behind their back because Maki is holding them there with
Has
like
the
Nen
Nen
threads or
rope?
something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, but I'm like, does no one else find it a little suspicious that like there are these like little kids with like their hands behind their backs, just like with a group of adults?
There's
Like,
these little kids
I
yelling at
don't
these
know.
adults while they seem to be like in distress in a
Right.
public
I'm
place,
like,
you know?
right, in like a very public setting. So I was just
But then
like,
again, there's
okay.
seemingly no police in this world, so maybe there's no stranger danger PSAs, and like this shit just happens in York
Yep.
New City. Like,
I guess so. I mean, there's a lot of shit that happens in New York, and like, you're not going to contact the police for either. Like, I remember, well, I don't know if I want to get into this story actually, but long story short is that like I went to New York for the first time in years, New York City, and basically like there were like two guys getting into a brawl on the middle of the street. I almost walked into them on accident. And basically the advice that I was given from other standbys is that, well, by the time the police get here, like the fight's already over and then they're just gonna get arrested. And oh, I should mention, unfortunately, these guys were like homeless. And so like then you're just gonna throw them in jail for being homeless, and it's just not worth it. So
let nature take its course in New York City.
yeah, so it's one of those cases where you just sit back and watch it happen. So I guess it's a similar situation here.
Babe Ruthless does not endorse bum fights.
No, I do not
No.
endorse bum fights. I don't endorse walking into a fight almost accidentally. Like my friend had to hold me back because I literally didn't see it.
Because you were going to
I
join
wasn't
in.
paying
Hold me
attention.
back. Hold me back. I'm going to get in there.
I would be the first to go for sure. But I can't fight for shit. I mean, look at my arms. I'm like
Well,
super
we had
weak.
this discussion last episode. Well, not last episode, the last real episode. Technique,
Yes.
right? Sword versus
That's
hammer.
true.
How does
I was
Gen
given
fight? Or Old Master for the Zoldyck. You don't need strength, you just need like the pressure points.
Yeah, I was actually given advice that jujitsu is actually like a really good thing
Yeah.
for like people like women to learn. It's probably one of the easier ones to pick up on, like if you're not super buff and strong and stuff like that. So
because
there you go.
very dumb younger phase of my life, we're testing out the efficacy of various holds, and because I was the big guy, I'm like, oh, try to choke me out, right? And I'm gonna see if I can like fling you off. And this is how we broke a bookshelf, but because it turns out I can fling people off pretty good too sometimes if you don't hold on good. But specifically the old like just sleeper,
Yeah.
it'll knock your ass out. So because I could not get them off in time, and then I woke up later. So that shit works.
Shit.
So a lot of those holds and all that, they have real world value.
Okay, Metal Gear wasn't playing around like that.
No,
It's
so
legit.
yeah, so anything that like teaches you how to put people in holds, like that's probably real world fighting. That there's a reason why that shit works in UFC.
Okay.
If it didn't work in UFC, like it's probably not very real, right?
Right.
So unfortunately, I
Yeah.
don't see like Tiger Claw style much in UFC matches, right? I wish I'd watched more UFC if that worked, but
That would go crazy, actually. That would go really
like
hard.
if someone's
But
like fighting
no.
snake style in a UFC ring, fucking I'll buy every pay-per-view.
There's like a video I watched. It might have been an Eye Patch Wolf video where basically they talk about like all the different fighting styles, and essentially it's like they don't hold a fucking candle to like
No, in real world, it's like boxing, judo, jiu-jitsu, and like amateur wrestling, and everything else sucks.
Yeah, pretty much. There was like no, like they went up against these like really famous like martial arts masters. Someone did, famous martial arts masters, and they got their asses handed to them. Like,
Yeah. I will
That's
say
crazy.
though, there's more than a few wrestling moves. There we go. We finally got it. There's more than a few wrestling moves that are banned in the
Yes,
UFC.
Okay.
Like I remember some years ago now, but like some dude actually hit another guy because like they just got tangled up in each other, and he hit him with an actual pile driver,
Oh,
and he got
shit,
like mega
okay.
fined apparently because it's a wrestling move, but it's an
Right.
illegal move because it's too good for a real fight. It's almost impossible to do in a real fight, but they figured it out, and he apparently got fined for it.
Well, props for creativity, I guess.
But yeah, so wrestling is too strong for UFC. So that's
There you go. But tangent aside, there's your wrestling tangent.
yeah,
for
we
the
got it.
day.
We figured it out somehow.
But yes, tangent aside, so okay, yes. So at this point, like they turn the lights off, right? Kurapika essentially turns the lights off. Gon and Killua are able to, take them by surprise
Yeah,
because the
Killua
lights
has a
turn
very
off and their
bullshit
eyes-
line, which I appreciate in the good way. It's like, it'll only take me 0.7 seconds to attack. Sure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like the little edgelord.
Yeah,
kind
I'm
of
like,
statement
yeah,
thing.
sure thing. Like, I'm sure it will, right? But just the line. Like, that's not a line that's going to come out of Gon's mouth. You know?
Right.
No,
Everyone on my
also
race
the
can become a giant
0.7
gorilla.
seconds. It's like
Oh,
you
we
could just
just
say
got
a second.
Follower. Okay. Thank you for whoever followed on Twitch, because that will play on the audio here.
Okay.
Because this
there
is
you
my
go.
I'm recording this on OBS. It's linked to my Twitch, and I just got a Twitch follower notification.
One more follower for the Rooflemonger Empire.
Yes, thank you, whoever it was. I'm not sure, but yeah, I do like in a dumb bullshit way. So Killua was like, I guess I just gotta kill her for Machi, and he does like that knife thing. He like ripped the heart out of the other guy, and he
Yeah.
does it, and his hand gets stuck because she used the Nen to contort her muscles in her body to like make his hand get stuck in her chest. And
Right.
like, sure, like that's where we're getting, like that's the level we're doing now. Like I have my anti-heart steel jutsu technique.
They at this point, like these guys are basically like superheroes.
Yeah, they're
right? They have
superheroes, yeah.
superpowers. Like, there's no logic to define what they can and can't do. I'm just like suspending disbelief essentially at this point.
Yeah, but yeah, so their breakout, and like they get a couple licks in, and they do confuse, like it doesn't work. The breakout.
Yes, it does not really work. And what do they do? Sorry, I'm like trying to read through my notes, but I wrote these a while ago.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay, so basically, from what I said, they don't get away, but in during all that confusion, Killua and Leorio, sorry, not Killua, Kurapika and Leorio actually like they take Crollo and they
Yeah,
like
they
disappear.
nabbed his ass.
Essentially.
Like,
Yes. So essentially, they nab their ass, and I think they get a phone call from what I remember. Like they call Gon's phone, and basically are like, they're like, hand it to Pakunoda, right? And they're like,
yeah,
you
and
can't
we
say
get into
shit.
like this, and like to the next episode, like spy movie territory now. Because like hostage
Pretty much.
exchanges, like phone calls, pass the phone, like all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, oh, that's right. Right before the lights went off, Pakunoda actually did read Gon and Killua's memory. So
Yeah,
she knows who the chain user is. Right? And so but like they get this phone call through, Gon's phone where essentially they can now say like, if you say anything, I'll fucking kill your leader, right?
yeah,
Like the little spy
yeah.
extortion shit type deal.
Oh, actually,
So
I was wrong. This is where the flashback happens around here, I think. And besides showing the young spiders, the whole thing is like Crow's giving the speech like, you know, one leg or one head of the spider doesn't matter. Like it's the whole, right? So he's trying to instill them like, if I die, whatever. You know?
right.
As if when you die, whatever. But like as long as like we're one cohesive unit. So like he's trying to through the flashback say like, let me die.
Yes, and he says the same thing like in the car, which I think is like when that flashback happens, where basically he's like, I have no value as a hostage, like, they're just gonna let me die, like,
Yes,
my
because
life
we
has
get
no
another
meaning.
good shout line. So he's because they have Melody there too. And Melody can use her acoustic powers, like he's telling the truth on everything, right? And
Right.
it's like I have no value, and it's like he's like low key rage baiting Kurapika a little bit, right? And Kurapika
Yes.
just screams at him, he's like, I may be here calm and composed right now. I'm like, no, you're not. If you're screaming you're calm and composed, you're not calm and composed. Oh, and this is,
Yeah,
by the way, it was like, oh, by the way, I'm not a girl. Like,
yeah.
and it's like, oh, okay. Like, he didn't know what you looked like to begin with.
Yes.
He didn't know anyways.
I don't
None
know
of this
why he didn't
mattered.
put that on.
Like, I'm beginning to think of this whole thing as like, what's that meme? The writer's barely contained fetish. You know, like,
Yes, yes, yes. I totally agree. It's kind of like how like Helena and DOA is just
yeah.
like has like the crazy endings and like full FMV and like everyone else is just like, yeah, they get to play a part. They get to play a part in Helena's story,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, like, all about DOA tech and Fame Douglas. I love that name,
Right.
by the way. And he's never been a playable character, but like Fame
No.
Douglas is a great fucking name.
That I mean, it goes really hard and it makes sense, right? Because he's like a
And he's a super English guy. And yet it's not Helena, it's Elena Douglas, right? How did she be super French when he's super English?
I don't know. I mean, I just said Helena, so that just proves how fucking American I am.
No, I see French character, right? I just add the stuff to it, right?
Right.
But yeah, that bugged me too. Is like Fame Douglas is clearly an American dude, and like yet
Yes.
here's your super European French daughter. But anyways,
It is
the
most,
plot of
like,
Dead or Alive does not they're
Yes.
going into.
It's the most Texan of Texan names, if
Yeah.
I had to make a guess. But anyways, so like Crollo, he's very much like, my life doesn't matter, and like fate said that I wasn't meant to die here or wasn't in my fortune.
Yeah,
or something
he's sort of like,
that,
oh, by the way, I got the
so-
fortune. It's like this doesn't matter. None of this, it don't matter. None of this matters. Like
Right.
that kind of thing, right? Like,
Yes, he's very insistent on that. And then
but
Kirby's
even
like,
then, with like the rage bait, it's like, kill me. Like if you kill me, it'll like whatever you're trying to get out of them, then you can't get it.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
He knows he has value as a hostage. But yeah, so like I think the spiders also they have a little bit of a yes. Go ahead.
This is where Leorio's driving and he's yelling at him, not looking at the road. So there we go.
There we go.
The Kurapika
but
curse
yeah,
continues.
the spiders are having a little bit of a spat where it's like, Nobunaga's like, oh man, like we have to, and like Pakunoda's also like, oh yeah, we have to go after the boss or whatever. And then some people are just like, no, we can just abandon him. It's not about like
Yeah,
one
because
member.
some of them take
spiders.
the lesson he tried to instill was no one of us is that important, right?
Right.
But the problem
clearly to some people-
we need the visual aid for this one. For some of them, the heart's been growing 3 sizes too big,
Oh,
and
it's a
now they got
Grinch. That's sweet.
feelings and they got family and all that stuff, right? Like, he purposely was like, no, don't treat any of us. And he's like, but no, we still care for you, boss.
Right. No, they're like a fucked up family.
Yeah.
You know, like they do care for each other. Like at least some of them. Some of them are just kind of like a little out there, a little ditzy, which
Sphinx is
considering
definitely
where
just
they
a
grew
prick.
up
Like,
makes sense. Yes.
that's what I'm getting at. Like, him and
Sphinx,
Shizuku
Nobunaga.
are DLC crew. And by the way, there will be a DLC moment. I will call that out when it comes out. Because it made me realize why they're DLC and other characters aren't.
Ah, okay. Got it.
But
got
like,
it.
but yeah, so they're just like, fuck, who cares? Like,
Mhm.
but other people are like, no, especially Nobunaga and Pakanoto are like, they're like, the spiders are a family.
Right. Pakunoda is also one of those people that they're just she's just very normal. She's just like a normal businessman on the street. Like you would never be able to tell.
The DLC moment happens right here, right? Because I'm just checking here.
Okay.
So I got it written down here. More trouble and spider dice. Because I'm clever like that. But yeah, Sphinx and Nobunaga, they're getting at it, right? Like, team do something, team versus fuck 'em, right?
Yeah.
And I'm literally writing this down as it's happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm writing. Okay, so I wrote down here. Sphinx is DLC. Nobunaga, you are not DLC, so he's gonna win. And then Shizuku literally vacuums him in the back of the head or some shit, right? And then I just start all caps. DLC stays together. So the 2 DLC characters are on the same side here for Nen Impact.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I never even noticed that actually. Oh, and this is the point where Hisoka calls Illumi as well.
Yes.
So I was mistaken. That doesn't happen now. This happens.
Yeah, I got here Hisoka clowning it up again because I was like, oh, the heavy hitters are coming in now. Because like, as strong as the Phantom Troupe's been portrayed, like the assassin families, the Zoldyck still seem like a tier above.
Yes.
Although it turns out it's not for any fighting, but it's for like literally, it winds up being a comedy of errors, which is appropriate for the Joker baby. But
for sure.
So that
but yes,
leads to our last episode, episode 58, Signal to Retreat, which is the end of the York new arc. So I got here is like, because they're kind of like, Kurapika is like realizing like, they're realizing Gon and Killua is like, Kurapika might not be able to pull through on this. Because he actually cares more about getting Gon and Killua back than killing the spiders.
Yes. He
right?
has a heart.
Yeah. So I had here a moment here. It's like Return of the Jedi moment. It's like, I wrote the Emperor would be disgusted. Because like, well, your overconfidence is your weakness, right? And the Emperor's like, and your faith in your friends is yours. Right?
Yeah. It's definitely a 2 opposing philosophies type situation where, Crollo's like, who cares, at the cost of the group, one person can die, and Kurapika's the opposite, where he's like, everyone has to live.
Yeah, but it immediately cuts to the next scene, and the spiders are having the same fucking problem. It's like, no, don't fucking hurt him because they'll kill Crollo, right? Mm-hmm. So, like, they're too locked in on, like, we gotta save our guy over getting our revenge.
Right.
So they're both having the same problem on the opposite sides of the fence.
Exactly.
So I can see why the Phantom Troupe are a fan favorite, because even though they should be heartless murderers, they're a family together.
I mean, they are heartless murderers.
Yeah,
but
they are.
They're also a family.
But like, I feel like I was kind of right on my call with Uvagan all the way back at the start when Uvagan went to Shalnarg. It's like, oh, little buddy, kisses him on the cheek and all that kind of stuff. Like, they are actually that kind of family. Just Shizuku's like the weird cousin we don't talk about.
She's not quite all there. Basically,
she it was like the uncle is like, well, she got the tism. Like, but everyone 100%. Else is pretty close knit.
Yeah,
so
no.
I just like the dichotomy. They literally, if they both knew what the other was thinking, there wouldn't be a problem anymore.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. Okay. And like, so literally, the kids are chained up while the spiders are fighting over this, and Gon's just yell. He like literally. Hulk breaks his chains, right? And he's just yelling like, you guys don't understand the power of friendship. Like, it's like one step short of like the fucking comedy movie trope of like the rom-coms. Like, don't you guys see you're in love with each other? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, don't you guys see you love Crollo? It's basically what he's yelling at him, right?
Yeah, no, that's pretty funny. Also, he's like 12 though, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, but he's like, don't you guys realize you're a family? And they're kind of like,
Right.
are we?
Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Maybe we are. Like, then we go back to like hell of spy movie stuff, like more phone calls back and forth, like setting up a hostage trade. I do like, because they set up Shalnark, his power is using his phone, right?
Mhm.
And they're hucking the phone at each other. And he's
Yeah,
like,
that was
don't throw my
pretty funny.
fucking phone. Jesus Christ. Like, that's my phone. Like, my phone is my powers. Don't throw my phone, please. Like, and like
Yeah,
it's a
they're just
little
treating it like
thing,
a piece of
but like,
garbage.
I like
Yeah.
that added something to me.
It's like it's very much like a, I don't know, like something you do to your little brother. Like,
Yeah,
take his fucking
once
Game
again,
Boy, chuck it
they
across
don't know
the
it,
room.
but they're they don't know they're a family. They don't know
Right,
they're the
right.
boxcar children, and they're the real family all along. And I bet that book was only published in Canada. None of you guys have any fucking frame of reference for what I'm talking about. I'll just find a quick.
Yeah, but that's me with half of the stuff, more than half of the stuff that you bring up.
I know,
So
but
I am the
it's
I'm
very
the
wholesome.
self-insert
It's
in the
truly
audience.
wholesome. Unlike most of the shit I talk about. It's literally homeless children banding together. And maybe these pictures will trigger like a weird like memory in someone watching this right now. But like to me, the Phantom Troupe are the boxcar children.
I see. I mean, dang. I feel bad because I'm like, on one hand, I'm like, oh man, that's so heartwarming and like it's adorable to see they made a family, but then also they live in a boxcar, so that's not really.
And the
heartwarming
boxcar children did not murder 400 people at one time.
That's fair. Right.
But maybe
They're
that's a
just
book I
living out
missed
of
as I grew out of it. I don't know. I'm not saying it didn't happen, right? But
Oh man, yes, for sure.
but yeah, we're doing more phone calls, like we're doing trade, and this is when we learned. So Hisoka, it turns out Illumi, he called in the favor just to like look like him, because like they set up part of the rule that like some people can't leave the hideout while they're doing like the hostage situation trade stuff.
Right.
And Hisoka's one of them, but Illumi is pretending to be Hisoka because he can look like anybody he wants, right?
Right.
Although they do set up, and I don't know if it'll ever matter ever again, but they do set up that Illumi has a time limit on his transformation.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that matters later. I don't know. It didn't seem to matter during the Hunter trials because he always looked like Pinhead for the whole time.
What he said is that like with the pins he can hold the appearance change, but without the pins he can only hold it for a certain amount of time.
Fair enough.
I don't know why I remember that specifically, but that's what he said.
But yeah, so they set up the trade. It's like, okay, Kurapika sets it like, so he's setting conditions on them. So like, if you scam me this way, you die. For Crollo, he sets it like, you can never use Nen ever again, or something like that.
Yes.
Or you die. He sets it on Pakanoda, like, if you use Nen ever again, you die. Like, some harsh conditions.
Right. Backing up just a little bit, I want to bring up two points. So one was that when Gon is like arguing with Spinks, I think he like yells out Kurapika's name out loud, which I don't like, and that's the thing that like caught me off guard too. It's like, you guys weren't supposed to really like know who he is.
He Lois Laned it, did he? I must have missed that.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I guess the cat's kind of out of the bag at this point, but they still technically only Pakanoda is really, and Crollo are the only ones that know
under
right
risk
now.
of Crollo dying can't say who it is.
Yes,
I must have missed that.
So I was like,
yeah, I would have hyper fixated on that if I caught that. So there you go.
Yes, for sure.
A famous moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'll find a visual aid here. Okay, well this'll mostly do. I'm sure you've heard of the very famous Death of Superman comic arc.
Yes.
So like there's a moment like when Superman dies fighting Doomsday, Lois grabs him and just yells, "Clark!" Right? And granted, shit's getting emotional at that point. Not using your higher level thinking, right? But yeah, it's just a good moment. So,
Yeah,
but obviously going
definitely
not under the same stressors as that.
no, not the same stakes whatsoever. So that was one thing I was like, wow, like that's really weird that he said that out loud. And the other thing I just want to mention is that like the reason why Hisoka had Illumi, I guess, pretend to be him is so he could go fight Crollo. Like that was like the whole
He's
reason
sorry, I must have skipped over that. But yeah, he's body doubling so they can abide by the rules as stood. Because Hisoka is there, just not the Hisoka. Because he's they're having the hostage situation trade. It's not just like they'll go trade. Like we had to fly zeppelins to the middle of the desert to do this, right?
Yeah, that was another thing where I was like, why are we on this airship, guys? Like, where is this airship
coming from? It's a good visual, like. But yeah, Hisoka just invites himself on Pakanota's airship. And so we do that. The hostage, like it goes as it wants. Like so, Crollo goes back to the spiders. Gon and Killua go back to Kurapika and crew. Right. So both sides get what they want, but then Hisoka's like finally like time to take off this fake spider tattoo again. But you are a spider, but you aren't, and once again not fully explained. And this is the moment it's been building up to, and I'm not still satisfied with it. Because you clearly were part of the crew, just I guess it wasn't in permanent ink.
Right.
But anyways.
I don't know either. They don't really explain it, honestly.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, Crollo, I finally got you, just you and me, nobody else, so the Phantom Troupe can't step in. Let's have our fated battle. And Crollo's like, I can't. If I use it, then I die. And he's like, it cuts to like a fucking anime gag face.
Yeah.
You know, like he's like, like,
yeah.
And then that's it. Then he's like, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, okay, I'm out.
Yeah.
Basically.
And it's fun too, because like he's in the because Crollo doesn't get to come back with them, I guess. On the airship ride back, he has to just sit in the desert, like pondering life. But Hisoka's just kind of like, yeah, you can fuck off whenever. I'm done. To Pakanota, right?
Yeah, he got clowned on, as you said earlier.
He did get clowned on. He did. Yeah, I wrote anime gag ass face. Crollo can't use Nen. But the thing is, so she's somewhat under the same restrictions as Crollo, with the heart-piercing "you die if you use Nen" thing.
Right. They made the exchange, but I'm just clarifying. This is after that.
Yeah. Oh, and I think part of the thing was Crollo can't come back to them. Is like part of the deal or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember exactly what.
I can't remember the specific, but there's a reason why he's not coming back. But the thing is, so she's under the same rule set, but she does have the memory transfer bullets.
Oh, wait. They say specifically, like, you're never allowed to talk to, like, a Phantom Troupe member again or something like that.
Yeah,
and
so he can.
Like, Yes, exactly.
And if she uses her power, she dies. But she's like, I can shoot off 6 bullets real quick.
Right.
And so she shoots her mind bullets into 6 of the Phantom Troupe, and she dies doing it. But now, in doing so, they know the whole story.
Yes. And, you know, to me, it's interesting because, like, I don't know how, like, Kurapika's Nen can tell what constitutes like being told something or not. Like they don't explain that at all either. Like technically that was like a mind transfer. So does that count as like contacting them really? Because you're not saying
it's weird how the Nen knows the rules.
Yes.
Because then we can get weird situations like he could take Nobunaga under coercion, right? And it's like, Nobunaga, invite all these people into the spiders. And then boom, now all my powers work against them because they're spiders, technically. Like,
yeah, I don't know how they interpret it. And, you know, like, also, like, they say, like, a Nen, like, how your version of Nen is, like, a reflection of your personality. Well, like, I want to make my version of Nen that, like, I can transport anywhere in the world. I get, like, $1 billion every time I snap my fingers. Like,
well, that's the thing. You don't know what your power is, right? Like, because it probably monkey paw you. Like, say tomorrow I get the Nen power. I'm like, finally, I can finally be fucking Sub-Zero. I've spent so much of my childhood imagining I was Sub-Zero. Okay, I've actually obsessed over having ice powers. And I finally get Nen. What happens? Fire. And
That's true, but Kurapika was able to like very much so like put
Kurapika, as we've
restrictions
since
around.
learned, is a special boy that gets to have all the powers that he wants.
Alright, that's fair. That's fair.
So, because Emperor time or whatever, right? Because
yeah. It's interesting how they like go into such detail with like very specific parts in terms of the world building, but then a lot of the stuff that you're just like, how does this work? Or like, why does this work? Like they just leave kind of open to interpretation.
and that's
So
what has driven
they
me and will
pick and
continue
choose.
to drive me mad about this show. But
Fair enough.
the only truth is the Nen just knows. We might not,
Nen
as the
knows.
viewer, know, but the Nen knows, and that
It
has to
does.
be good enough.
Gonna drive yourself insane otherwise.
Yeah, so-
there's plenty of other things on the internet to worry about.
Yeah, I'm sure Greed Island will drive me nuts for whatever reason we're gonna get to when we get to it. But yeah, so the rest of the Phantom Troupe has her memories now in full. That's the thing. Because when we go next, like a day or two, like time has passed. Kurapika is now sick for reasons that's not really explained other than he's bedridden from maybe stress or too much Emperor time or something.
Yeah, I think he just passed out.
But he's under the weather regardless, right? And then it's like, oh yeah, shit, auction. Remember that? Whoops. That's something the back burner
Wow.
thing. Now I guess we're done the A plot, so we're going to do that again. And they go into the auction, and it's literally like, and they just walk face into the Phantom Troupe. It's like, and then they just run, right?
Yeah, they're just like,
Yeah.
you're that guy, remember?
But then, not only did Pakonota sacrifice herself for the memories, she sacrificed himself to build the family. Because they got the memory of how Gon and Killua could have totally fucked her over. Like, it's like, we could easily run from you. You're already hurt. Like, you are not a physical match for us. We can just run, and then we could kill Krollo afterwards. We could scam you, but it's like, no, but we want you to get your guy back because we're good kids. And now all the Phantom Troupe knows that, right?
Right. It's a feel-good moment.
Yeah, so we have that, and it's like, okay, so we're doing that. It's like, okay, you kids are all, you just go scamper along, you know, like, just go have some fun. We're not going to kill you yet. Like, maybe, I don't know. We see the Phantom Troupe again later, right? Like, this is not the last time we ever see him.
Yes, they do come back in the future. Definitely in the manga.
Okay.
I can't remember if in the anime they do.
Because, like, to me, only knowing the game, like, if half the game's roster is these characters, and this was it, like, admittedly, it was a good, like, 15-episode run or something like that, but if that was half the roster off 15 episodes alone, that'd be low-key fucked up.
I mean, okay, to be fair, like, I feel like the Phantom Troupe, out of all the characters that are in the cast, like, they at least get some pretty decent screen time. Some of the other characters in here, I'm like, this is a weird pick. I'm sorry, this is a weird pick.
I have
Like,
been
you
informed
really
that,
should-
like, a good chunk of, well, I don't know, but the Chimera Ant arc characters apparently should have been in the game over some of the choices.
I agree. I definitely agree. A lot of the Greed Island characters, like not certain characters, but some of them, I'm just like, okay, you're like not even like the main villain. You're like a B plot villain. Like, why are you in here? But anyways,
We'll cross the bridge when we get there. That's effectively the end of the episode and the arc. So they have their memories. They sort of like the kids now. And then the announcer literally says, "Tune in next time when Greed Island begins."
Oh yeah. Okay. One thing though, they do mention that like at some point like they can actually remove the Nen restriction.
Yes,
on
yes, my
like
bad, yes.
Frollo, whatever. So basically, kind of setting up to like he could be relevant in the future. Dun,
Yeah,
dun, dun.
they set up like Frollo will appear again in Avengers Endgame. Like, you know, like he ain't done.
Right.
Yeah.
Or Krollo will appear next time on Dragon Ball Z. You know, like that type of vibe for sure. But yeah, honestly, kind of like an anticlimactic ending.
Yeah,
to,
like it's not that I didn't enjoy
arc.
it because like, but as like what everyone tells me is like most people's favorite arc because everyone says it's this or Chimera Ant, right? I expected like a big knockdown, drag out fight and like all that kind of shit, and like no, we just got a hostage exchange and like kind of like the kids are all right moment. This was not how, especially with mafia mass murder at the beginning, this is not where I anticipated this ending up at.
No, it was definitely set up to be way more dramatic, and it was dramatic at certain
It
points,
was like,
right?
no,
But
no,
I think
like there's good moments, but like I expected a big flat out kung fu fight.
yeah, right. And
Because
instead,
even
it's
the
like
big,
pretty much the Urogen fight. That
even
was
the
the main
big kung
thing.
fu fight, we got like Uvogen's it for the whole arc.
Yeah.
Because even Krollo versus the Zoldycks, that was like failure to launch. Because like
Yeah.
neither side was trying their hardest, and then it didn't finish the fight anyways.
Right. Yeah. It's interesting. It ends off on kind of like a weird stalemate where like the spiders are kind of in limbo and then Kurapika's revenge is kind of in limbo. So I'm also with you. Like the York New City arc is it's not my favorite arc by
I enjoyed it. It's just whatever I had my mental image of, especially after hearing so much about it, this wasn't it. Not bad.
Right, right.
You know, like I want to see crossovers where like, because like Kurapika, once again, the Nen knows, right? Even if we don't know. So I want to see Kurapika enter the Spider-Verse. Fuck up some Miles Morales, right? Have him dead to rights.
That would be really interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just kind of ends on like a weird note, and then
Kurapika,
not to get too
that's
much
how we do it.
into
We see the portal open, we see Miles and Gwen and all them on the other thing, and then Kurapika looks at the camera and goes, I'm going to do my own thing. And then there we go. That's how that would be a climactic ending.
That would be crazy, actually. That would be like fucking legendary ending. But yeah,
But it ends in like a non-definitive way, because I'm assuming the next episode's like, oh, by the way, the auction.
Yes,
because Gon still
so
has like,
but
he's like, okay, we're not gonna get the fucking, today's the auction. We don't have the fucking money. But he's like, but don't worry, old scammer Gon. He's got a trick or two up his sleeve, right? So
yeah, it's so interesting too. Like these kids are like, they're like, oh, you like, you know, don't do that to your friend or whatever, yada yada. And then they're over here like scamming people, like getting their money.
Yeah,
right?
they scammed like, millions of dollars off the arm wrestling thing, like.
Right, but
like,
then
your
like,
moral center is still not
like,
perfect. So
yeah, and you know, honestly, I think that's a really good observation because, like, especially we'll see down the line, like. Yeah, these kids don't exactly have like a normal morality either, by any means. So.
Well, no, I remember in the early comments on the channel where I'm like calling out Gon, you know, kind of like Bobby Hill. That boy ain't right? And some people are like, "You're closer than you think."
Yes.
And of course, you know, I love all you guys watching so much. Thank you very much. But then, of course, some people are like, "You don't like Gon the way I like Gon. Fuck you." And like, I'm sorry, man. Like,
that's the internet for you.
if you've watched this point, I'm sure you guys understand. I have a different outlook on things. Forged in the wilderness of Canada, I had to live a different life than the rest of y'all lived, and my outlook's a little different.
Literally middle of nowhere, Canada.
They don't understand. I am Gon. I am the wild boy who grew up. That's why I'm harsh on him sometimes. Because I see his mistakes in me.
You've gone with the wind. Exactly. You're like in the wilderness.
That's the stinger. Just we fade out last episode. You see that logo going with the wind, then you hear like the gunshot black.
Oh God. It's okay. It was just a memory bullet gunshot. Don't worry about it.
Exactly. That's why you wrap it all together, right? But yeah, it was a good arc. I like it. Just not whatever I thought. Just whatever I thought, it wasn't it.
Yeah. No, for sure. And I do like how it's, you know, as we've been discussing. Like,
I'll give you. Sorry, I really don't mean to interrupt, but just while it's in my head, here's my mind picture of the next two arcs. I envision, because Greed Island's a video game, I envision Greed Island's like they fucking hack sign themselves or whatever, get in the game, and then it's like a bunch of like weird challenges. That's my mental picture. I don't know. And Chimera and Arc, given the only character I know is Meruem, and he's basically Cell, I envision that as like, here's a bunch of like Dr. Gero style freaks, and that's the Dragon Ball arc of like big fights. That I don't know. That's my mental picture.
That's pretty on point. I think that's pretty on point, actually.
Okay, so I'm just spitballing. Because like I
Yeah,
envisioned York New City as like once we start doing the mob stuff, I expected a climactic showdown on like a rooftop with like, you know, the moon in the background. And I guess we got that a bit with Uvo again, but like, you know, that kind of fight. And that totally didn't happen.
Yeah, no, I think the next two arcs are a little bit more in expectation of what you're thinking. Like, I also agree, like and that's part of the reason I don't like the York New. Not that I don't like the York New arc, it's definitely not my favorite arc. Is the way it kind of ends feels a little bit like anticlimactic. But yes, I think you're right in that the next arc is very much like, not to get into it, but like, you know, you have to get through certain challenges to get to your one ultimate goal.
Mhm.
And then the Chimera Ant arc is also like a bad dudes trying to take over the world type situation, and we have to stop them, right?
Yeah.
We have to band together and stop them.
Like
So
from
yeah,
what
no,
little I
think
know,
that's
it seems like for Chimera Ant, that's like one like where there's the scale gets a lot larger.
yeah, that's really the arc where like it's funny that those two arcs are kind of like right next to each other, because the York New arc is like, yeah, we're having a good time, like all the good feelings, and you know, like there are consequences and stakes at hand, but they're nothing in comparison to like, oh shit, this big baddie is now threatening the world, and we need to take him down.
Because like
right?
I at first I joke, oh, Meruem is Cell, and then people are like, well, a sort of Cell is sort of inspired him. Actually, like it's not wrong to say that. So I'm like, oh, well, I tried to rage bait you, and you just told me I was right. So fuck, like
Yeah,
I failed.
I think that's accurate. I
Yeah.
think it's accurate. You are pretty right.
Like the
on
worst thing I can be told is when I'm doing what I do is like, then you agree with me. Because I'm like, I said that to get you mad, man. Don't fucking agree with me, right? Like
you thrive on conflict. You
I
thrive
do,
on that
like-
rage bait.
like every day, like God save Twitter. When I finished that Sagat video, that I was too tired to go onto Twitter right afterwards. Because like that would have been prime. I'm looking for a fucking fight now. Like Twitter Rooflemonger.
Oh god, yeah. There's public professional Rooflemonger. Like, I'm meeting the devs of VF. Like,
Yeah.
hello, nice to meet you. And then there's like, you know, woods, Canadian wilderness. Like,
Well, people
fucking
say like there's a
Twitter.
very stark difference between YouTube Rooflemonger and Twitter Rooflemonger, and like they're not wrong. They're not wrong. But I'll say this, because I don't have Twitter Blue, by the way. I'm professional on the thing that makes me money.
That is fair.
So if it don't
That
make me
is
money,
fair.
like let's go Wolverine, snick, let's go bub, like let's fucking let's go, like shit. But so it means I have to be increasingly professional here as we start making about $1 an episode.
Heck yeah. Well, we're making more than that. We're making more in total, at least.
So yes,
based on what
for
you told
those
me.
that don't know, it didn't happen at the start, but partway through starting this podcast, the channel has now been remonetized.
Whoop,
And
whoop.
we have made a total of $17 in 2 months.
Well, is that USD or Canadian?
Actually, it's USD, so it's like $24 for me. So
There you go. That's enough for a whole sandwich or like a bowl at Chipotle.
yeah, well,
That's crazy.
we don't got the Chipotle. See, that's why
yeah.
I don't feel bad about dropping out of pools at Evo, because like yes, I got to work anyways, but I get that Chipotle coupon. It means nothing to me.
I didn't realize there's no Chipotles in Canada. That's surprising.
There
to
might
me,
be in
actually.
Toronto. I don't know, but like I've never seen one where
okay.
I live. I've never seen one in Kingston. I've never seen one in Ottawa. I've never seen one in Montreal. So
Okay.
like the incentive to get out of pools is the Chipotle card, and like. By the way, so I'm also I don't have my badges on me right now, but this year was the first year I was ever media at Evo.
Oh, very
So I have 2
important.
badges. I have
VIP.
attendee and media special badge, which means I do get to use the priority access entrance, which I didn't know existed till the last day. So it didn't fucking
I was gonna
matter.
say, like, what, like, besides from the first day, I never had any.
No, it doesn't
issue
matter.
getting
It takes
into
it takes less than a minute to get in the regular entrance, anyways.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. But the grand total of being media got me, because like I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get so many more interviews because I want interviews, and the one I was supposed to get got. No, that's part of the drama. Well, I'm not gonna get into it. We're not smiles, all smiles. So I didn't get the interviews I was supposed to get, but I figured it would get me more interviews, more things than I normally get to work at, right? And it got me nothing except for Chipotle asking me to do free advertising for them.
what they ask you to do.
just to shill the Chipotle bus or whatever bullshit they had. They'll take you to Chipotle for free and like talk about
that
Chipotle. I'm like,
was
no,
funny.
I'm like, I don't even know. I've never had Chipotle in my life. I'm not fucking advertising you for free. Like,
Yeah, also
buy me
the
food
drive
at
was,
least
like I
once,
heard it was, like
like.
it was 20 minutes away, by the way, that drive to go to the
Fuck
Chipotle.
that. I'll buy the
Yeah, it was
overpriced pizza
far.
slices. Like,
It was far. Yeah, but that wasn't that like Papa John's? That did not
it
appeal
kept
to
me
me
moving.
either.
I'm not worried about if I'm eating there. I'm not worried about the quality food. I'm just calories to keep me going. That's all I'm worried about.
That's fair. I will say though, like last year I stayed like across the street, I think at the Marriott, and there was like no food there. But this year I stayed at the Fontaine. Well, I'm
The
gonna have to fuck up this
Fontainebleau.
name, but like Fontainebleau,
Yeah.
Fontainebleau, whatever it's called. They have some really good like restaurants in there actually. So I was sufficiently fed this year at Evo, where last year I was dying and door dashing every night because I did not.
I
Have
did
time
not
to do
have
it.
time to go to the one because I know it's like right by Evo. It's like a 10-minute walk, if that. It's like
Oh
El
yeah.
Gordo Taco or something like that.
Yeah,
People
yeah,
were
I've been
talking
there.
that
I've
up,
been
and like it sounds good. I just didn't have time to go.
Um, so I got to go last year, and I don't know if it's because like I didn't get like a specific cut of meat or something. Like I think you're supposed to get like the pork specifically, but like I was very much like, yeah, this is fine. Like it's not bad, but I would never go out of my way and I literally waited in line for close to 30 minutes for Tacos El Gordo, and I was like, this is not worth it. Like there's so many other
Like
restaurants you
for
can
me,
go to.
even if like I'm not blown away, I'm always down to try new food because like where I live,
That's
my
fair.
options are quite limited, right?
Mhm.
So even like I tried In-N-Out, like In-N-Out didn't blow my mind, and like I'm sure if you live in the States watching, like In-N-Out's nothing to you. It was all new to me though, right?
A lot of people love In and Out.
It was good. It
I
was
think the
perfectly good.
burger is fine. The
I like
fries
trying
suck.
it out.
Fries just suck.
You know, like
But yes, it's good
yeah,
to try it. Shake Shack is better. There
yeah.
you go.
Like I would still rather go to Wendy's if I had to pick, but I'm glad I tried it once. So I'm
Damn.
glad to try new thing. Hey, Dave Single is a hell of a fucking burger. Don't be besmirching Wendy's.
Okay, okay. And you know their
Always
chili's pretty
fresh,
good.
never frozen. It's in the marketing. But
Alright,
God,
fair
I'm gonna
enough.
turn to that Casio guy or Queso, whatever the fuck his name is.
You're doing free shilling right now. You're doing free
Because
shilling for
if
Wendy's.
Wendy's asked me to do free shilling, I would have. Me and Dave are on a
I
first
see.
name basis. Even though he probably died 30 years ago or something. I don't know how that works, but
I mean, the Wendy's girl, like I remember back in the day, she was popular on Twitter or whatever for stirring up shit.
yeah, the Wendy's
Yeah, I'm
Twitter
not.
was always good. Yes, I remember that.
Yes,
But
I will say I'm not the sorry to not to interrupt, but like Chipotle, like I've had a few let's just say incidents with Chipotle. I do not eat Chipotle anymore,
okay,
really.
so
If I can help it. So
Babe Ruthless, co-host of Going with the Wind, one half of famed FGC podcast members, Chipotle, probably FGC's biggest sponsor, and you're saying this shit's trash.
no, that's not why I don't eat it. I actually
Oh,
don't mind the taste of Chipotle. I've
okay.
had
So you're
some
saying this
food
is a
poisoning.
sinister organization instead.
I'm saying that I've had some food poisoning issues with them before, and after that, I kind of swore off of it.
That
But
would be
hey,
a
if you're
one and
willing to
done
show
for
the
me.
money,
All right. So
you're willing to show
from
the
the
money,
people
I'll
who
still take
don't
that
get,
sponsorship.
there are more than a few people on the FGC who take money from Chipotle. From the people who
Mhm.
don't take money from Chipotle, they're saying this shit'll poison you.
Yeah, it was bad. I bet
That's
basically I
I've
had
been on the wrong end
salmonella
of food.
poisoning.
Okay, to end off, I'm going to give a dark secret away. I've told you this off camera, but so I Battle of BC, Red Bull event. So I was there with Justin and Wooly, and we did a bunch of filming for stuff, and like a lot of it still hasn't gone up yet, which is weird. But like we did a lot of filming for stuff, and one of them was like a boss rush, or Justin was doing. It might have been for his channel. Like play level 8 CPU, Street Fighter 6, all things maxed out. So like it's regenerating health, it kills you in 2 hits, all that stuff.
Mhm.
I got food poisoning the day before from the hotel food.
Oh shit.
And so in between takes for me doing that with Justin, I'm literally vomiting my guts out in the bathroom across the hall.
Jesus Christ, dude.
And like not little vomit, I'm talking like projectile vomiting, which is gross, and I'm sorry to just gross you out, but I'm saying this because I'm proud of this. Because that was in between takes, and I come back, and you would never know anything was wrong. So I'm there and like, oh, Justin, this is so
commitment to
fun. We're palling around. We're doing the thing.
professionalism.
We're doing our bits, right? And it's like, okay, cut. Okay, 1 moment. Blah! Come back. Oh man, this is just so fun. I love working with Red Bull. And like, we're just filming so many. We're like 2 hours of filming nonstop, right? And every like 20 minutes, I just go to fucking puke all over the bathroom. I come back. You would never know I'm sick. So I'm a constant. See, when you pay me, because I was paid for that event. When you pay me, I'm a consummate professional. I will die in the next room and come back and you'll never know anything is wrong.
So I have a very similar story based on that one instance of salmonella poisoning, which, by the way, I said I had salmonella poisoning for 2 weeks. Actually, that's a lie. I had it for 3 weeks and then I decided to get tested. And that's how I learned it was salmonella poisoning. But I will not disclose that on this call, maybe after, privately. But anyways, needless to say, I was on a very high profile type situation and I had salmonella poisoning and I was this close to canceling it. But I powered through it. So
that's it, right? You fake it till you make it. You smile through the sadness. So,
world famous YouTuber Rooflemonger.
Yeah. Oh, hey, that's the thing. Is when I do the YouTube, like, and I'm editing, I can suffer all I want. Like, there's so many days where I'm like, I want to fucking cry because I'm so tired. But hey, guess what? The video's got to be live tomorrow. So we do it, folks. We do it.
That's right. You are a YouTuber.
Yes. It's truly not as glamorous as it appears, folks. Let me tell you. There's been some rough.
Maybe if you had like several million subscribers, but.
I told you, if I made the amount of money people think I make, then I would never complain. But I don't.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my day job for now.
Yeah, there's been days where I've like looked at my resume and thought about getting back to the day job end of things. But that's for another tale for another day. And trust me, even though I complain and bitch, I'm still happy where I'm at. Don't get me wrong, right? I love being able to talk to you guys. I love being able to share my weird passion of fighting games and through Going with the Wind, my weird obsessions over everything else. So thank you all for taking that journey with me. I appreciate it very much. So when we come back next, finally, Greed Island will reveal itself to us. I do have wonders of, is it more of a PS1 or a PS2 era game? I'm assuming the graphics, given what we've seen, will be pretty all right. Will this be
we'll find out.
Will this be a Hideo Kojima style game? Will this be a game Darkside Phil will play, then say his bullshit, then ask you for more money to keep playing it?
I mean, you've kind of seen a little bit of it already in Nen Impact, so just little bits.
I know little bits. I know Killua's brother gives Darkside Phil vibes.
He kind of does. Yeah. I've never thought of it like that.
Oh, we get that.
That's amazing, actually.
So now that I put that idea in my fucking head, I'm very worried that we're going to go full fucking DSP mode on the Greed Island. Greed Island somehow. Do you want to play the fucking game?
It's wholesome. All
right. Okay, well, then that's definitely not DSP. So
that's what I'll say.
Yeah. Okay. So then, for now, this is myself, the Rooflemonger.
And Babe Roofless.
And that is it for this episode of Going with the Wind, and we'll catch you next time. Oh, wait.
See you later.
No, we're redoing that because you just froze up while you tried the hand wave. We can't end on a graphical glitch.
All right.
So we'll try that again. So see you next time.
Oh, shoot. I think my internet's about to go out. See you next time.
Okay, we've had this problem before. Okay, her internet actually is not great. So, okay, we'll catch you guys later. This might not be an actual problem, so we won't end the episode normally. Have a great day. Catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.